Okay.
Final set.
Adams.
We're about to go live.
Adams.
Sanibonani dumelang bonjour. Invenda.
Enda.
We are going to be having such an awesome time with this panel because, guys, we have entered. Greg, Timothy, in South Africa, it means we've entered.
Yeah.
We're about to witness the opening match, which is Bafana Bafana versus Mexico. This is going to be a deja vu moment for a throwback match that has happened before. So we're interested to see what's going to happen. We are not alone. We're also joined by a crew that's reporting live from Great Den. So we can find out, what are some of the supporters feeling? And in terms of their predictions, their starting 11 opinions, what they think we should change. Because I think when it comes to these matches, everybody's a coach apparently. So we're going to be hearing from our team crossing live to us to be giving us some of those exciting moments from the viewers. But I want to introduce the people that I will be, enjoying this beautiful night with. On my left, Talufuno, Dinsamfana.
No kishap.
Udes.
No ki there's a remedy.
Kerata mara Jessica.
Man agera kina.
Jessica.
Agera kina.
Awagra castet.
Agera mo. Agera bare.
Oh,
Santo tola mutawara.
but this is actually where we see where the ladies are betraying their husbands.
Exactly.
Okay, all right. No, we'll talk about it. Mr. Bata Bayire, Timothy.
Yep.
How are you?
I'm smiling.
Okay. I want to ask why you're smiling, but I know you're going to go deeper and deeper and deeper, Papa. So I'll come back to you. Craig,
Jess,
how are you?
I'm good.
Are you good?
So excited to watch the World Cup. I mean, I've been a long time. We are waiting for this moment, and South Africa is starting against Mexico. I think, there's the moment we think Africa, finally, we can have one team from Africa as a continent to win the World Cup.
But
I'm so happy to hear you actually talk so well because I know, you didn't get on that flight. Probably also you avoiding those headaches that are currently happening at the given moment. But I'm so happy to hear you are basking in this excitement with the rest of the South Africans to wish them well.
This is African tournament in
Yes.
terms of everyone. South Africa is just paving the way for the other African team.
Yeah.
and we
Despite
wish-
what DRC did, right?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Nigeria
If
wanted
you
to
go
be
to
home
the World
Africa.
Cup, if you qualify to the World Cup, Jace,
Yeah.
you deserve to be there. You deserve to be there. And I think, the 10 country that is presenting Africa now, they deserve to be there. We need to support them. And I think this time around, we have that hope. We have 5 last time in terms of in Qatar, and we still went to the semi-finals. Now we are 10. We should win it.
So let's talk about the match that we are going to be focusing on today. Scenes from the stadium. Shout out to Lonwabo, that's our girl. She's in Mexico at the moment doing some lovely interviews. I want us to look at the starting 11 for the Bafana Bafana team. And let's just discuss probably the formation that Hugo Bross has going into this match. It's going to be a very, very, I think, when you have an opening match, I think you already have weight on your shoulders.
Yeah.
And I think he really has a tough job to do. But I really do believe in the boys, all of them. But let's talk about the starting 11. I'm going to mention, obviously, the starting 11 and the subs, and then give it to you, gentlemen, just to find out what your thoughts are. So we obviously have Ronwen Williams, Mudiba, Aubrey, Mogazi, of course, Okon, Mudau, CBC, Sitole, Mukwena, Adams, Reyners, and Foster. Before I talk about my thoughts on it, because I was like, how? Kanchan match? I want to find out from you, Chance. Take me through your thoughts about the starting 11.
Look, I'm trying to be as close as what Coach Hugo is thinking, but I think we need to be clear that having more defenders on the field doesn't necessarily mean you're defensive. It depends on how you're going to approach the game. For me, you could see that when we have the ball, we are now having about 5 midfielders, adding numbers going forward. Because you can see that he's relying on Mudau to make runs on the right. He's also relying on Mudiba to make those runs to add extra numbers going forward. But when we are defending, when we have the ball, you can see that both the right and the left, which is Mudau and Mudiba, they're going to drop back to add 5 to give the team the balance. So for me, it can be a good thing it can also be a bad thing,
Yeah.
depending on how the opposition react.
Yeah.
But for me, you're playing away. You cannot be naive. You're playing in a full stadium in Mexico. They are more comfortable. The environment favors them. They've got the crowd behind them. So basically, it means that you also have to play safe.
Yeah.
If you play your cards right, deny them the space, which you can see because you got 3 holding midfielders. It's not giving away anything. So for me, it's a balanced team. Let's see how the preparation has been and how they're going to react.
Okay, I like that. Greg, I see. For me, one player I really would have hoped to be in the starting 11, and perhaps this could have been a thing of they're going to introduce him as a super sub. But you work at TS Galaxy, you've worked with this player before, Sibilibele. He comes with the pace, he comes with the versatility, he comes with, as a person that we know he trusts instinct when it matters, and he's not on the starting 11. Do you think this should have been a player we should have started with, or he's good as a super sub? Maybe the coach has a plan for him later on.
Yeah, I think for now with Modiba playing Modao playing right back, and he's a seasoned player. He just won the Champions League. Even with Mike won the local league too. But I think Modiba have an edge over him in terms of who to start. And with Hugo Bros, loyalty is important for him. And and Modao have given him that stability there in terms of the right back. But for me, I just feel like there's a lot of speed on the wing side. But I'll be worried a little bit with Modiba, because he's just coming from injury.
Yes.
How long is it going to last in the game, and how well the Mexican test that side of his position. So for me, I just feel the defense needs to be strong. Needs to be strong because early goal can demoralize the team. But notwithstanding, they still have power on the bench that can come in. But you see the 2 strikers again, which I need to touch. You have the second highest goal scorer in the league, in the PSL, which is Reyners with 12 goals. And Foster, with his team and all those things. Form in his team wasn't great enough because 3 goals and 3 assists. I think, but with his presence, he can hold the ball. He can hold the ball for the Bafana team. And Reyners can peel off his shoulder to play, But for me, the one person that is not in this lineup that I feel like should and it deserves to be Apollos.
Apollos, absolutely. I was going to come to Apollos, but speaking of Foster, do you gentlemen think perhaps Foster obviously plays international football, and if you're looking at both of these teams in terms of how many players actually play on an international scale compared to the South African players who play predominantly on the local league, do you perhaps think that he's probably put in there in terms of just his experience that he has on international football, the pace, the technical ability that he might have compared to people that are playing at home?
For me, because it's a holding striker. So it's a different dimension to other strikers like Reyners too, and they need him in this game. With his experience, he's playing, you can't play for EPL if you're not good enough. I think he deserves to be in the team, regardless of his form or regardless of the goals he has scored, but I think he deserves to be there, and he's very experienced, and he's playing against a Mexico team that, maybe Bafana is going to be on the back foot a lot, maybe they play low block, and he's a player that can hold the ball for Bafana to come out from play.
So for me, if I look at maybe the reason I'm trying to get into the mind of Coach Hugo Bros, why he's playing the likes of Reyners and Foster, the same place, at the same time, for me, is to try and keep Montes and Vasquez not to join in attack of Mexico. We can call it Mexico. So if Montes and Vasquez cannot join up with Lira, then we have a chance to keep them playing.
Make it difficult.
And then I'm also trying to understand why he's playing. It may look like he's playing 5 defenders, but actually it's not, because we all know that Mudao is known of going, joining the attack, always getting into those positions. So I think the coach is having that understanding that if Mudao is late to drop back, then he can have CBC. If Akon shifts to try and cover that gap, then CBC will get into that position. But for me, the key player is going to be CBC on how he transition himself to defend as a sweeper, or to get in front of Mbekazi and Okom to give them that cover, not forgetting how to cover Modiba. Once he gets that transition right, I think with Bafana stands a chance.
All right. I like that. Any concerns regarding the goalkeeping space?
No.
Are we good there?
No,
I mean, we're
we're
looking
good.
at a
we're
couple
good.
of, the last games, for Ronza. And I mean, obviously you have bad games, you have some good games, but do we think maybe that kind of stage will boost his, his morale, and give him that edge that we know him to have?
I mean, if you check the whole, three keepers that's selected to the World Cup, I mean, there's the one that, have experience in terms of this international football. He's the one, and I feel like, this is stage.
Ballon d'Or nominated.
This is the stage that always comes from. Remember the last two AFCON, really did well for South Africa. This is a World Cup, but I feel he deserved to, the sport.
And if we're looking at that, did you see that setup? It's a healthy stomach. I think you guys were actually right that I think Hugo has a plan going forward.
We don't have to go far. Now, let's look at Ronza's form in the Champions League.
Yeah.
He was the best goalkeeper in the Champions League. He kept fewer clean sheet than anybody else. He's more clean sheet, in fact. So everybody, he considered less goals in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Yes, maybe in the PSL, he was not the greatest looking at what he's capable of all the time. And we always judge him, it's not easy to stay in the top all the time.
Yeah.
And of course, you had other goalkeepers that raised their game as well in the PSL.
Yes, sir.
But he's our captain, he's our leader.
Yeah.
He has come, through for Bafana Bafana in tough games and saved the I think he deserves to be there.
So for me, if you look at Williams, is one of the key pillars of how the Bafana team can play. So for me, I'm more interested in if he can concentrate more as being a goalkeeper, because there's a tendency when a goalkeeper is used more as a link-up player, helping up with a holding up play that is doing so beautifully well. But in that moment in time, it's like he has to know where he's standing at particular moments in time, especially if the opponent in the likes of Jimenez and Quinones are very fast. So he needs to try and get his shape. But for me, the first 15 minutes of Bafana Bafana are crucial, because once they absorb that pressure in that stadium, once they can go for about 15 minutes without conceding a goal, they stand a huge chance. Remember, Mexico is on a very high altitude compared to Johannesburg. So they need to try and conserve the energy, try to take in the pressure. And then when they are ready, I think we shall have the likes of Apolis coming onto the field of play. We have got the likes of Mokwenat coming on to play when the pressure is a little bit slow. I would like to see a little bit of Zwan also on the pitch of play, because once you have a player who can have an extra second or a minute on the ball to just hold the play, like the likes of Reina and Foster. You give the rest a chance.
In this game, you don't have chance to hold the game. You are playing in a stadium that's about 80,000, if I'm not mistaken, full capacity. Yeah. And Mexico, check their friendly games before this tournament. Now they won. They play against Ghana, against Serbia. They won every game, So for me, I just feel like, with Bafana team, the setup is okay. We don't know how they're gonna move, but we know Mudau is gonna go and come back. He has that energy. My only worry is just Modiba. Modiba from the left side, because he's just coming from injury. Why you risk him in the first game playing against the host team?
No, that's actually,
for me. I just feel like it's gonna be
that's an important decision,
because he didn't play any friendly game before this. So you see, that's a disadvantage.
No,
so you need to be tested how the injury
before
this
an important game.
So when it comes to a player of his caliber with his experience, it overrides the rest. You can't be injured.
If you are injured,
no, the injury, it depends.
Let me tell you something very. It's a fun fact. Do you remember who started at left back against Mexico at FNB?
You can remind us.
Was his name? Is it
Twala?
Twala.
He didn't finish the game.
Yeah.
He was replaced by Masilela.
Yeah.
So again here, we're talking about the same left back.
Yeah.
That we are not sure if he's 100% fit.
No, this is what informs team selection. You have the group of your players that you have got in camp at this moment in time, and you're looking at the pedigree and the opponent, the magnitude of the game is Mexico you're going to play. It's the opening game. And you have got Modiba.
So do you risk it?
No,
if it's not fit?
It's not risking. Actually, this is the best call because you want to bring him on and then he can't make it. At least when he starts the game.
But you have 26 players.
Thank you.
You have 26 players.
And you have three left.
They have three, almost four left back. That can play in that position comfortably.
And they are
Do we not think, okay, I hear the argument to say, you know what, he needs a little bit of game time in order, and game time is in tournaments, friendlies, because what you do at training is very different.
Absolutely.
Right? But do you then think that doctors clearing him, the 11v11 during training and all those kind of things, and perhaps remember there was a backdoor match that actually happened that we don't know of. Yeah. Perhaps he had explosive moments in that particular match.
In football.
And they felt like they could try
you're right what you're saying, because you play 11v11 in a training.
Yes.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
No,
guys,
it's not the same thing. You're talking about pedigree. So because
I disagree.
Why do you disagree?
And I will tell you why.
Tell us.
It happened to me in 2005 when we were playing the Super 8 finals against Super Sport, right? I came from a fracture. I had an operation. They created the scrum half. I was the first player to put on a scrum half. The whole 2 weeks I was not training with the rest of the team. The issue is the coach knows what I can do. My teammates know what I can add to the team.
That is a club fight. We have 64 million people. It's our team. 64 million people in South Africa. And we have 4 left.
But they took the 26.
Out of the 26, how many players did For me, when you listen and dive deeper, why we had more left back in this team is because he was not sure about his fitness.
So he passed the test.
Okay.
And I can't but he is the best of what he can.
He has passed the doctor's test.
Yeah.
But is he going to pass Mexico's test?
You can wait.
We'll have to find out during the game. But I also, listen, I get both points. Timothy, I get your points and I also get your point. I always have, it's a risk for me, right?
Yeah.
But I'm also basing this conversation based on previous matches that I've seen.
Yeah.
I think we've seen a couple of matches where a player would come from injury, they haven't received enough game time, or there's a little bit of skepticism in terms of who they're putting ahead or behind that player. And sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. I'm just hoping for a player like Modiba who comes with the experience and that resilience. And we've known him as how good he is. I'm just hoping for his sake he is. But what I'm hoping for is if Hugo sees that it's not cooking, the ingredients are not working out, I'm hoping he makes the right call instead of just having him on to try and give him enough time, because I don't think maybe he's not ready.
Jace, you're actually right in everything you're saying. But we are talking about a tournament that you play 3 games in the group stage.
There's no time
so
to
you don't, it's not a league. This guy, team is talking about you can play tactical. But this is a tournament. I told your best players.
I told Craig.
Yeah.
It was a cup final
Against
the winning coach specialist in cups.
Yes.
And
but it wasn't the FIFA World Cup.
It's not the FIFA World Cup. No, it doesn't matter. It's a final. A final is a final.
I think one thing we should not forget is that what Mexico is going to do when they come in here, they're going to put us under huge pressure.
That's it.
That they're going to put us under, and they know that Modiba is injured.
Yeah.
They know. This guy's doing research. They know. They're going to put him under a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Can his injury or his recovery sustain the pressure?
So,
there's a difference when you're playing when you're not under pressure.
We're not arguing about his
the issue.
He's a good player.
Guys,
when he's fit.
Something is very simple.
Yes.
When you have got a player like Modiba that you think that is recovering from an injury, from a playing perspective, we know. If I'm Mbokazi and I know that Modiba, he's not 100%, right?
So do you think the reason why he's got
No, it's not the reason. But you know what? It's the momentum of the game. You don't need to you cover each other in that moment until you get into the rhythm of the game.
So Mbokazi must leave his position, cover Modiba every time.
You see, that's the problem. When you're a defender, you play more than 3 positions in a game. It doesn't matter your position. No,
he has to deal with Rames first. The striker.
Yes.
Before talking about go and cover someone, you must do your. It's a World Cup. It's a World Cup. It's not about league game. I'm going to cover you or not to cover you.
Okay, gentlemen, I hear what you're saying, right? And I hear the argument, and I think Tim is set on saying Modiba is going to do,
which is okay.
Which is okay. It is okay. It's okay. We don't dispute
have
that.
to see
No,
on the game.
what I'm telling Craig.
Yes.
if you go in a game of this magnitude to say you're going to do your job, I'm going to tell you that the opponent's responsibility is to try and displace you. Now, when they displace you, there must be an immediate replacement to cover until that your teammate recover. So you cannot say you're going to only concentrate on your players.
So I'm worried about myself. I'm worried about someone else.
So, team, let's look
You worry about the team, not yourself. Otherwise, you're going to have a problem. Where somebody is leaving somebody to go score.
So look at the formation that Hugo Bros is starting.
Yeah.
This formation demands the left and the right back to be doing a lot of work, going up, going down, going up. Is he fit enough to be able to overload like that? Because he needs to overload. Because if you look at it, the way how he wants to set up,
actually,
on the ball, if you off the ball, he has to do something.
Exactly.
If you look at the setup of the team, it does not need Mudau and Modiba to go up and down. That I disagree, because they have given you CBC. CBC, in most cases, you're going to have Ocon, for example, trying to cover Mudau when he tries to go upfield. And then you'll have CBC stepping into that central defensive position or even up. So CBC is the extra man that can cope on all both sides. To try and cover.
This setup is 3 centre backs.
Yes, it's
3 proper centre backs. It's not a left back. They're sitting there. So the only opportunity South Africa have is for the wing back.
You're speaking You're speaking to a centre half.
Yeah.
We understand that.
You understand?
We
so
understand
I'm telling you, as a defender, you play more than 3 positions. When the ball is on the right, you shift. When you get into Mudau's position along a centre half, you become a right back at that moment in time. So what I'm trying to explain to you, that should Mudau go upfield, Akon will shift into rightful position. It is a fill-up position to try and make sure that it's not exposed. Then you have Mokoena to shift. That's what I told you. The transition of this team, how it is being set up, should they get that transition right to fill up those displaced movements? They'll make.
So, team, you are basically saying that they are playing defensive now.
No, that's for sure. I can say that, but you see, that's the problem with the setup of the team. It is the player intelligence in moments when you have the ball, when you move up. For example, if you get a ball and you play the ball to Foster, who are those players who are willing to get onto their bike to go and support?
That's where we expect Mudau and Modiba to support.
They have to add numbers.
You see, that is wrong.
They have to add numbers.
You cannot expect a right full back to go and support Foster.
In the setup, you don't have Apoliso, you don't have Mafukeng.
You don't have Muremi. So meaning that you need to exploit the spaces.
You are misinterpreting.
Team, check the setup. Check your lineup and check your lineup and see again.
You are
Gentlemen, I
misinterpreting
just want
the
to
setup.
interrupt that great conversation, that debate that probably will never have any of us agreeing to the 1 point. But I want to give a special shout out to Great Dane from Melville, who are hosting and a watch party as well for the FIFA World Cup. We've got our crew there because we are everywhere around Africa. And I want to ask the viewers, just to give them an opportunity, you guys must also be within. We want to hear your arguments, the banter, the predictions. So please do tell us, if you're watching from home, what are your score predictions for this particular match? Ignore them. Don't worry about Modiba. They are worried. Give us, if you think Bafana Bafana is going to score 5 and Mexico is going to trail, please give us your match predictions. We want to engage with you and we want to be part. We want you to be part of this. So let's continue. I wanted to, let's maybe look at what, I think, Timothy, you've already given me that answer. I want to ask from Greg and Lufuno. So we already have the starting in 11 for both sides, and we know how Mexico is also sitting, and we've seen some explosive names from the Mexican team. How do we then go into this game to ensure, and I need you guys to be coaches right now, how does Bafana Bafana have to go into this game to make sure that either we find the back of the net very fast, just to keep that composure? And I think we know that the first team to find the back of the net first has a little bit of composure. You can control the game tempo, and if you've got people like Abum Rimbula there in the middle, they assist with things like that. But what could possibly be a strategy for Bafana Bafana going into this so that we are not running around like headless chickens and we are not overloaded?
Look, I think the coach will most definitely push Mokoena a little bit higher.
Yeah.
If you look at the middle field, because you already have Adams and Stoller that will sit
Yes.
in that base of the middle field. The coach is intentionally starting with two strikers.
Yeah.
That tells you that he wants to score.
Yes.
He's very intentional about it. You can see he wants to score. He's got Foster that will sit as a 9, and obviously he's going to get Reyners to run in the channels to allow the team to function a little bit.
Yeah.
So for me, looking at this, as I said when I started, I don't think the formation can be defensive, but it can also be utilized as a weapon if you use it wisely. Hence, myself and Greg, we are worried about Mudiba making those runs, adding numbers, inverting to be able to create, because he's got a lot of creativity. Mudiba, he will give you a lot of assist if he's 100% fully fit. But I think in this system, without a police, I think the main man that needs to carry us in this game and move us forward is most definitely Mokoena. To make, because one thing that we can also hurt Mexico is that if we can utilize, to get into their half, make them to create fouls. Because we know what Mokoena is capable of in terms of free kicks. He can really most definitely whip one in. We need to be very lethal in terms of making sure that when we have corner kicks, we really put them under pressure. If South Africa can hold Mexico for the first 15 minutes, put them under huge pressure, then the supporters will also start to react. And then when it then becomes a moment for us to utilize it, I mean, that's the best way for us to be able to utilize. I mean, look at one of the highlights that you can see. We utilize it. There's a same Mukwena using the set piece, using his head. That's how we are able to hurt the opponents.
Thank you. And for me, Jace, I just feel the personnel that is in this first 11, most of them are defenders. So I would just, basically know that, okay, these are going to defend. Adams in the midfield. No, because how you set up.
Allow him. No, let him break it down.
So, you have Ekon, you have Bugazi, you have CBC. We know those guys are center backs. So they're going to stay there to protect the middle of the goals. Now you have Modao from the right side, you have Modiba from the left side, which we expect them to attack, put more going forward and coming back. Foster, we know. Foster, because we know he's a big striker, he can be advantage in terms of attacking set piece and defending too. Because Mexico, they have tall guys too. Mokoena can shoot from anywhere. So South Africa, they'll be looking for set piece, number one, in terms of getting set piece to play. They have to play percentage football today because their setup today is more defensive. So percentage football for South Africa will give them at least an edge over Mexico today. Because remember, Mexico is playing home.
Yes.
They have a loss in that.
And Craig, and they can have the ball. They can have the ball. But allow them to have the ball in areas where they cannot hurt you. So when you've got, South Africa can play very well in transition. That's why you have Reyners that he can be able to make those, he's very good playing off the defenders. He's very, very good. But as I said, we need to be very clinical when we create chances. We cannot be wasteful.
Because today we're not going to have too many chances.
Exactly.
No, for me,
like any other day.
It's gonna come from Bafana Bafana who are gonna apply themselves in the first 15 minutes. You're talking about Modiba and Mudau. Remember, I want just to remind you that these are overlapping fullbacks. So when you make that overlap, you don't just go. You should be a surprise add-on. Now, when you have Adams, Sitoria, Mokoena, it is simply trying to say you cannot go through the middle of Bafana Bafana. Make it very difficult to penetrate through the middle. They can go wide. So when they try to go wide, if Mudau is late, there is cover for a code OCBC. So that is covered. 100%. For me, what is important is how do you get the ball to the likes of Reyners and Foster? If you get the ball to Reyners and Foster, who is willing to get closer, Adams and Mokoena, then you hurt the opponent. If you make sure that Montes and Vasquez are not moving to join the midfield, then you limit the supply to the Moroccan, to Mexico attacking line. And there you have a chance. Remember, despite the fact that it's a full house in favor of Mexico, the moment they don't score in the first 15 minutes, the pressure turns. The fans become restless, and that becomes the advantage of Bafana Bafana.
One team must understand, today Bafana will not have possession of the ball.
Why not?
Look at the team, how they set up. Look at the team, how they set up. You can see.
The setup of the team does not mean that when you get the ball, you give it away. That's what I told you. The transition of the team when you have the ball is crucial. How do you join the likes of Foster? When you don't have the ball,
Okay.
that is how you set up the way the team
Now,
is looking right
how many
now.
people in that Bafana team that
Yes.
have pace up front? Renas is only one that can peel off the shoulder
Yes.
of Foster.
And make those runs.
So you want Mokoena to box. Adams is the one to keep the ball.
Yes.
He's only the holding midfielder. So if you have Apollos, if you have what's his name again, Mofokane.
Yeah.
If you have
Muremi.
you have
No,
that can,
if you
can
have
use space. That's
if
what
you have
expect- we expect.
Apollos and Mokoena at the same time, I can guarantee you that you'll be more porous at the back. So what
The
is
best way to defend what you're supposed to do.
the most no.
The best way to defend what you're
You
supposed
know,
to do. You should attack.
You know, you cannot attack without the ball.
But
You
they
cannot
have
just attack because you want to attack.
They have
You
the
have to
personnel.
attack with the ball.
Yeah, they have the personnel to give them the ball. You have Mokoena that have good passes. Adam
Yes.
can
He
keep
can
the
hold
ball.
the ball. Those two, they can hold the ball.
100%.
You should have players that can do it. That's why we
Can-
expect
can-
Modiba.
Can Mokoena defend?
He can do it.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%?
Yes.
And then get up again?
Yes.
No, you're being economical with the truth.
No, it's a box to box. No, you look with Mokoena. As I said, with Mokoena, you can choose.
Economical.
You can choose for him to sit and hold, but you can also unleash it.
No,
He's more than
that's
welcome.
true.
He can
But
do
not
that.
Mo-
I can
that
hear
cannot
this
apply
offensive.
for Mafokeng. What you need Mafokeng to come is to come later in the game where you give him the freedom to say, can you please
Do you
play your
in
game
a game like
in the right
in a
area?
game like this? Your bet will be Tembazwane
Thank you.
because of experience.
Yes.
You're not going to get Mufukeng in this game in a hostile environment like this.
Now,
So
let me
speaking of
let-
experience, I want to find out. Sorry, I wanted to get there. When you're speaking about Tembazwane, right? When we're looking at this Mexico side and we're looking in terms of the age between the Bafana Bafana boys and the Mexican boys, they are a little bit younger, you know, and Bafana Bafana are a little bit older. So that comes with a lot of experience. Do you perhaps think that when you're introducing players like Zwane, they come with the experience, they come with that, you know, the tempo to control the game and lead as well, give support,
Yes.
you know. Do you think perhaps Bafana Bafana is something that they can use as an advantage from coming from a place of maturity and understanding the game a little bit better?
The issue is that in terms of age, we might be older. But in terms of experience
Yeah.
and
Yes,
where the
that's
players
what- yeah.
play, we are not at the standard where the players of Mexico are. We need to be realistic.
Yeah.
We only have one player here that plays in the English Premier League. Okay, I mean, you look at Jimenez, you look at Vasquez, you look at Gallardo. These are top class players.
Yeah.
You know, that plays at high level leagues.
yeah,
For me, I'm saying that it does not mean they're better than us.
Yeah.
It means that it's a game of 90 minutes that we can, but we need to be smart.
And the
Who
other
would
thing again, you don't want to bring Tembazwane in when the team is already down. So why bringing him to hold the ball?
So-
So you have to bring attackers because you're chasing the game now, and you don't want to chase the game against Mexico.
I want to ask, this is what I didn't ask. I asked how you felt about the starting 11 and you told me your comments about it. Who would you have had in the starting 11 that isn't on the starting 11?
Number one, Apollos,
I agree with you.
Mofokeng,
Mhm.
because I mean it's a big stage for him. You want to shine. He's the golden boy. If you talk about South African
Do you
football,
not think
now,
he's going to
it-
get fright? I mean, these
No, no.
days,
That's where players, show their talent. I feel he's a talented player.
He's
the-
absolutely.
So in this kind of game, put him as a surprise element. Put him there in a free role because you already
There's
have
no
two defense. You already have two defensive.
You see,
Yeah.
For
you
me,
cannot play Adams,
you see,
Mokoena, and Sitoli. I mean, because they're the same players.
when you're speaking about
I want
Apollos,
Greg to finish his people that he wanted.
you
said
have
Apollos, Mokoena.
for me, Apollos, for right now, he is the best player in Bafana team.
yes,
Going to the World Cup,
the most consistent.
you see, when we talk
both
about
in league
when-
form
when
and the national team form.
we are talking about the experience. Apollos, the experience we're talking about is more with the Orlando Pirates.
No,
Oh,
no,
so-
not a chance.
You-
He's been
No.
economical with the truth now. He's the one that has been economical with the truth.
You
You played 30 games.
Let
You
me-
played
no.
30 games in the league.
Let me
and you won the league.
let me elaborate.
You
Let me elaborate.
proper champion.
Let me elaborate. Apollos has played the number of games you're saying. So at this moment in time, we are coming from a low altitude compared to Mexico. The adjustment of the number of games also comes into that is key. This is what I'm understanding into the mind of Coach Hugo Bros. He is going to unleash there are Police, the Mufkeng, and Zwane.
When it's too late.
In the second, it's never late.
Tim,
It's never late.
when?
You're gonna
When?
have no.
If
Guys,
they're losing or if
guys,
they're
you have
winning.
got 90 minutes of football. You cannot go in the first minute and you want to score a goal. You're not
We
playing
understand
kids.
that. We
Isn't that
understand
the
that.
point? They're going to score goals anyway.
For
No,
me,
a goal takes less than a second to cross the line. So you cannot determine exactly when you're
So
going to
you
score
would
the goal.
rather have a Police and
Sitting on the bench.
sitting on the bench
No,
and come
it's
through
not
as
for
For me,
subs?
for me,
Yes,
Auntie
I'll
Diski,
do that.
For me, Auntie
Because
Diski,
at the
this-
end of the day, I'm looking at the temperature of the game. It's the opening game. You're playing the host team. So at this moment in time, I'm like, okay, this is a good team they have set up. The likes of we have got William, Modiba, Mudau, CBC, Mbekazi, Okon,
me,
Mokwena, Story,
Craig,
Adams,
Yeah.
Foster, Reynolds. This is the perfect team to start the game.
For me, it's simple.
Lufuna,
If I was Hugo Bros,
Yeah.
I was going to make two changes in this lineup.
Okay.
One, Sithole was going to sit on the bench, and I was going to inject Zwane for the maturity, for the experience, for him to control the game,
Yeah.
and allow Mokwena to marshal from reserve his energy.
Yeah.
Because this formation is going to demand him to use a lot of energy.
Energy.
Okay, let me ask
And
you a question.
the second player that I was going to put not to play, I was going to sacrifice Renas for Apoli's sake. Why I'm going to use Apolis has been one of the best players for Bafana Bafana in a long time. Even going to AFCON, he was the best. Prior to AFCON qualifiers, he was one of our best players. And you look at how he performed in the league.
Yeah.
He's got goals on it. You don't have to need two strikers to score goals.
Single-handedly, he can change games.
Yes, he's very explosive.
That's for sure. I've had you.
You are agreeing with
He's
us.
like, bad.
When you say for sure, you're agreeing with us.
Not 100%. Okay. What I want to let
He
you
wants
know,
to be
for example,
90%.
when you say that Zwane
Yes.
can control the game, who is going to allow him the ball 24/7 to control the game?
You've got
Story, the reason why Story is here.
Nobody got
Story,
Adams.
Story is a
he's playing that
destroyer.
role at the
Listen.
Sundowns.
Story is a destroyer.
Okay.
He has got the ability to break the attack and get the ball to the likes of Mokwena.
Okay.
For me, what is important is Zwane will not give you that defensive part at that moment in time.
Yeah.
Remember, Zwane is the thinker of the team.
Okay.
So since he's the thinker of the team, you're going to have somebody to do the dirty work for him so that he becomes very effective. So in this moment in time, he can come in during the second half.
When
He'll be more
they are
deadly.
down or when they
Who
are
tells you that they're going to score them
Wait,
immediately in the
because
first half?
this setup just shows that they are going to play defensive football.
No.
Are you expecting Bafana to have more possession in this game? No, I'm just saying, with the setup now, are you expecting Bafana to have more possession in this game?
Yes.
In this game?
Yes.
I don't think so.
I want to
because-
go to
No.
comments.
I
Just a minute,
believe
I'll be
so,
back.
and I've explained it to you.
Okay.
The
So this is
transition of the
everybody's
team is
party.
good.
Everybody is obviously joining us from wherever they are around Africa. We've got some comments coming through from social media. We've got at Mandy Samoyo who's saying score prediction: Mexico 1, Bafana Bafana 3.
Nice.
I love it. Love it. It's very much possible. And then we've got Koli Shia. MP 3707 says Mexico 0, Bafana Bafana 4. Bafana Bafana's got fans. We'll win this history tonight.
The Adidas is fitting very well.
We have Ed Thompson Snapper 5585 saying Bafana Bafana to win 1-0 to Mexico. That's a reasonable
No,
one,
it's
right?
reasonable.
And then we've got Kolani Mavimbela saying 2-0 to South Africa. So it seems like everybody is on the side of Bafana Bafana.
Mexico stand no chance.
Mexico, apparently they stand no chance. And I really do have so much faith in Bafana Bafana.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, if we can draw against Mexico with how football has evolved, with the kind of players that we have right now, with all the tech that has improved, we are now tech savvy. We've done enough match analysis. You know, we have better dietitians into teams. I think we've really upgraded from where we were in 2010.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of game time in terms of our match preparations with the friendlies and all of that. Yes, we probably didn't get the results that we had hoped for, but perhaps we're reserving ourselves so that we can prepare for the big game. So I do think we are going to walk away with a good score. But I think maybe let's do match prediction, because as we can see, lovely scenes from
and I
the
think
field.
what we need to be talking about now is that the World Cups that we have managed to get 4 points. It means in this World Cup, our target is more than 4 points.
Mm.
However, we must also say and know that the best number 3 can still qualify.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I think if we can go and say the best result for us that we can get, or the worst result that we can get, if I might put it that way,
Yeah.
if we can walk away with a draw against
Yes.
Mexico,
Yeah.
It'll
it
still
will be very good.
efficient. Yeah.
It will be
I
because you
agree.
still have 2 games
Yeah.
that you need to get. Even if you get, the coach was talking about 3 points. By the way, Hugo Bros was talking about 3
No,
points.
Bafana will
to
win the
stay
game.
Yeah.
against Mexico.
Yes.
You see,
We want Bafana to win.
yes.
No,
But
it's
we're
not
talking
about
about reality.
Whatever.
No,
It's not about wanting.
no. That's
our wish.
That's our wish for Bafana to win.
Everybody.
But
Be
football, you
confident.
have to be
Put your head on the block.
You can be confident, which is good.
Put your head on the
But
block.
check the
Don't sugarcoat
no.
your prediction.
You cannot.
You know what I love about them? They're ex-players.
You
So
yes,
is
you understand.
authentic. We
It's a
love it.
goalkeeper and a
Yeah.
You are playing a host country,
Yes.
and they haven't. I mean, in the past 5 friendly games they played,
Yeah.
and Bafana played.
Yes.
You can see the opponent is in front of you. You have to play them,
Yeah.
but they played Ghana, they played Serbia, and they won.
Who did we play? And what was the result?
Okay. I'm
Stop.
listening.
Going to a tournament like this,
and
you need
like-
to build up the momentum.
Thank you.
Did we build the momentum?
Now, that notwithstanding, in this game, give credit a little bit to the host team.
Yes. Respect.
You respect them.
Respect.
Because the setup of Bafana, what we saw, with 3 centre backs, team, you are a centre back. Can you play right back, up and down, like Modao?
Craig,
No, I'm just saying to you. You said to cover up.
Yeah.
Can you do the same thing Modao is doing?
I can, and I'll tell you that. I've told you that as a central defender, as a
the
defender.
centre back. You think you can do that?
No,
go up and down.
Listen to me. You see, that's where you're getting it wrong.
No,
one
we're
is
just saying
expecting-
realistic.
no.
We're just realistic.
No
in terms
one,
of
no one is expecting Muda
so
to
let
go
me-
up and
so
down.
let me-
No, we're expecting him to go up and down.
Let me tell you, this formation.
No.
Let me tell you, this formation
Mm.
is not for the first time Coach Hugo Bros uses.
Yeah.
Remember when we played against Cameroon in AFCON?
Yeah.
This is the same formation that he used.
Yes.
What was the result? We lost. What Cameroon did took all the opportunities and they scored. For me, when we are being realistic, we have to look both sides. And you look at the Mexican team, that is very difficult to beat at home.
Yeah.
They even lost a lot of games there in this very same stadium that we are going to. And if you look at the time they lost, it's years in between.
Yeah.
In that very same stadium. The belief, it's most definitely, or the momentum, it's towards more on the host.
Yeah.
Our chance is that we need to frustrate them. We need to frustrate them to a point where the supporters start to be edgy.
Yeah.
And then the game can come back to us.
If you look at the Mexico team, they are playing a 4-3-3.
Yes.
Now, if you look at how Bafana has assembled the team, there's more.
What formation are we playing?
You're playing a 4-3.
No, it's 3-5-2 for me.
Yeah, it's 3-5-2.
What I'm saying.
3-5-2.
You see, this
So the pass now.
You see, this was the misunderstanding of CBC. When you are seeing CBC here, you are counting him as the 5th defender.
He's the defender.
No.
What is he going to play?
Now,
He's
let
never
me-
played
when-
that.
When Hugo Bros was announcing his squad,
Yes.
Now,
CBC, when he came out as a midfielder or as a
He's a
striker.
defender.
He came out as a
He's a
defender.
defender.
So he's a defender there. He was defense.
you see,
I need
this is-
2 seconds, because this one we're going to have up until halftime, right? I just want to obviously give a special shout out to everybody that's joining us on social media platforms. We are on Sportscast. If you do want to watch all the action, everything that's got to do with the amazing, fantastic 3, Fantastic 4 when it's all together, please do watch us on SABC Plus. Do download the app, Sportscast. You'll catch all the action there. And we are so happy to have you guys here. I want us to shift a bit because we are reaching kickoff time, right? And we will continue with the banter as the matches go. And you guys will be like, see, this is what I was saying. But right now, I want us to shift the focus to the opening ceremony. We're obviously currently seeing all those amazing flags that are representing all the teams that are going to be participating in this 2026 FIFA World Cup. And, you know, every country basically comes with its own culture and diversity, and we get to experience different artists, different celebrations that they have. I want to ask you, gentlemen, throw back to 2010. when we were hosting, when South Africa was hosting, what are some of the key moments that you guys remember from that particular opening ceremony? And I mean, I'm sitting with arthritis gang here. I'm sure you remember very well what was happening there. I was still a baby, so I don't think I can remember much, but you guys. I'll start with Greg.
For me, so exciting, you know. I mean, for first time African hosts, you know, so there's a lot of celebration, and you know, African culture is different from you know every other thing. But I mean, South Africa really put a big show in terms of you know the opening ceremony, you know, the singing,
Waka waka.
So there's a lot of things. There's a lot of joy, and the football on the pitch too was amazing, you know, and. I mean, I could remember the Shabalala goal, you know, I mean, top, you know. So I just feel like, you know, Africa, for me, that World Cup is one of the best World Cup I've seen for a very long time.
Right. So I hope Wayne Rooney is actually watching this.
Okay.
And you, Lufuno?
Yeah, look, I mean, you remember the bars, you know, when the team was driving, you know, when the team was driving from, you know, from where they were to the stadium. You look at the traffic, everything was a standstill. Everyone was looking forward to that game, you know. And of course, the most important thing that people forgot is called a Vuvuzela. Hey, I can't even. It's not allowed this time.
In America,
it is banned.
We had our own South African Vuvuzela. And there's so many things. I mean, but we know what stand out. You know, the Europeans couldn't take it.
No.
You know, that's one thing that you know, you stand out as well.
For me, 2010 was very huge. I was one of the 2010 ambassadors representing Mangaung, and remember we had just beaten Amazulu in the Nedbank Cup. We were the official. We opened FNB Stadium, the Calabash Stadium, before Spain hosted the trophy. In the stadium. So it was that atmosphere where you had all people from all walks of life. Remember the success of South Africa representing Africa to the rest of the world. We had all visitors coming, all of a sudden finding that they are human beings living on the African continent as opposed to their misconception.
Guys,
so for me, that was amazing.
This is beautiful.
There's our flag, eh?
Our flag in Mexico. Opening match.
And
this is giving me goosebumps.
And the good thing again, you have this time around, you have all the players, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, they're watching all of this.
You know, national item, everyone is there.
This is a great opportunity as well for the South African players to showcase themselves. I mean, this is basically beefing up your CV. The rest of the world, the scouts, everyone is watching. Greg, I had a question for you. When they were walking out of the tunnel and coming onto the field, someone who's, you know, been part of this moment and you wear a captain armband, like what does that mean when the whole world or the rest, you know, the continent, wherever it is, when you're walking out and to stand in front of people like that?
You know, there's just joy. You know, you know, World Cup is different from every other tournament. You know, as a player, you know, when you're growing up, your biggest achievement, you think that okay, if I can play at the World Cup, you know, I'm. Yes, you can see now. Even the bench, the guys, everybody. You have to feel it. You have to feel it. So that's, you know, your heart is beating. You know, 64 million people in South Africa watching you. I mean, you know, you have to give your best.
Gentlemen, I want us to take this moment to be part of the moment. We are singing the national anthem, and I would like us to just be part of this where we are, you know? Oh, there's our girl, Tyler. Oh,
bravo.
There we go.
Oh, really?
And when we speak about culture, right, and, you know, putting South Africa on the map, we've got Tyler, who's one of the most global, phenomenal stars from South Africa.
Africa, we don't go...
Singing the national anthem.
We don't go to play football alone.
You know, we are not just taking...
We take everything.
We take everything. I mean, look at the stadium, look at the footage. I mean, the camera is just playing on the South African
Doesn't this remind you of FNB?
Talufu.
2010.
Yeah.
Okay, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
2010?
Okay,
Yeah,
give us
2010.
context, Kaloku.
Yeah.
Don't happen
2010.
be-
2010.
Yes, yes.
I mean, the same team on the field, stadium is packed, it's buzzing,
Yeah.
and the atmosphere. You know, look at the Mexican team. You can see the joy, the pride.
Yeah.
We are most definitely going for it.
National anthem for Mexico.
Yes.
We are going to see tears of joy and tears of victory tonight. But guys, I also want to give a big shout out to Three Stripe Gang Adidas. Hey,
Yeah.
I mean, looking at both these nations standing there wearing Three Stripe is such a good rep. And Bafana Bafana, I mean, Adidas coming back on board and saying, "Listen, we are back," like Umkolo, as I always say. And this is a big moment for Bafana Bafana to really represent. And yeah, there's Three Stripe.
You're looking
I
like
mean, I mean, representing. I don't know what's happening there, but I'm representing. But we're about to witness what is going to really be something that we can talk about in the history books.
Special moment, you know. I mean, this. But the good thing again, this new concept in terms of all the players
All the
coming.
players
You know, I
coming
think
through.
it's a draw. You know, so everyone feel the atmosphere. You know,
Yes, you don't feel
yeah.
like you just travel.
Yeah, you know.
You feel like you're part of it.
Yeah.
You know, if you're in one of the starting team, I can tell you may not be understanding what is happening there because the mind is already on what's going to happen on the field of
Yes.
play. Your concentration is quite very far. So,
Yeah.
and also how you're going to manage your players at that moment in time because they have already warmed up and you're standing there to witness the opening ceremony. You know, there's going to be a drop in the body temperature and how you react after that. For me, it's very important that the first 10 minutes of Bafana Bafana, the team that's going to adapt very quickly. You know, definitely Mexico will try to come out of their blocks to attack Bafana Bafana. But I think the moment Bafana Bafana is able to absorb that pressure and also attack, it will slow down the Mexican attack.
Yeah. Guys, let's talk about the pressure also that the match officials have. I mean, it's not just the players. We've got the assistance of VAR and all those things. But I mean, match officials really do have pressure on them because, fans would really, put your head on the chopping block.
Yeah, I
if you
mean,
make the wrong call.
big pressure on them, because there are new rules now in terms of
Yes.
the World Cup.
Yeah.
You know, I just hope the
Yeah.
players still remember
Yeah.
because you delaying the substitute,
Yes.
goalkeeper. I mean the
Time
5
wasting and
seconds.
all of that. And
There's a lot of things that
there's a lot of things that are
the players need to adjust.
Yeah.
Thinking about the game and thinking about the rules, you have to make sure that you put both together,
Yeah.
so that you can make your country proud.
You are really making a very, very valid point. From the coaching perspective, what did you do to workshop your players in these new rules? Because these new rules can be hurtful if you didn't plan properly.
Yeah.
It is very important that your players first, they need to understand the new rules, because it's very important.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many things. I mean, 5 minutes delay, this thing of wasting time, you lying on the ground.
Yeah.
You're not going to be allowed to make subs if you want to waste time.
Yeah, and the sub one,
Yeah.
sub one is the biggest one because you don't want you want to play 10 against 11 against the host team.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
you don't want to do that.
For
when
me-
you're being substituted, you have to run. Remember, you
For
sprint
me-
out.
Yeah.
For me,
Yes.
a very astute technical team can use some of these new rules to their advantage. For example, you can in that moment in time when the players are wasting their time, you get that moment in time, you can do ball possession and try to tire the opponent when they are less a player. You try to take advantage of some of these rules. For example, you take 5 seconds before a throw in is given to the opponent. A goal kick you delay is given as a corner kick. Those are dead ball situations that are half a chance to the opponent.
Absolutely.
I want to talk
Absolutely.
about how influential Africa is, because there is a rule there that says walk-offs. No leaving the pitch protesting. I was like, we are global, okay? They were watching, they saw, they're like, oh, we are not doing that.
Everybody was watching. And, it's good when, when things happen. As a football body like FIFA, you adapt. You need to change and adapt. I mean, everybody, was really not happy about time wasting.
Sure.
I remember there was a time when there was a corner kick that was taken in the PSL. Every player went to that corner kick. So that on its own, it shows that if you're a goalkeeper, you're doing chipezeze. Your team will...
Okay, give it.
But also, I think you see, also, we should be mindful not to so much commercialize the game to drive it towards television and the marketing part. We should not try to take so much away from the natural excitement of football. That has been exciting. Otherwise, we're going to have...
They're going to improve the football. They're going to improve football.
Make the game flow.
Yes.
Goals, so that you don't take... Because if you check before the game you play, a team can delay for,
a game,
10 minutes.
A game that was supposed to be played 90 minutes. Are you really playing 90 minutes? The fact is not.
I hope you don't miss the first 5-second goal, hey? Because we are here now, know. This is going to be interesting. But I also, while we're speaking and watching, I wanted to talk about, for me, there's two new rules that are going to be very interesting for me. The captain privilege, which talks about the captain is the only person that's allowed to go and speak to the match officiator, as opposed to everybody talking at the same time. In a high intensity game, emotions are high and everything. It'll be interesting to see, if players will be able to abide with that. And there's also the covering of the mouth or the shirt. So it'll be interesting to see how these are going to roll out amongst the different nations. But we are off.
The mouth covering is coming from Vini and so FIFA learns. FIFA really learns.
And they must learn about other things too. But we'll talk about it.
You cannot be telling somebody nice things and be closing your mouth.
No. Why would you do that?
They must write a love letter. They must write a love letter like Rulani.
You see, like
the other one about the captain. Not everyone can go to the ref, If the captain is there, you must have a leader in every team.
That's why you have a captain in the first place.
No, it's very interesting. Like I was alluding to the fact that, for example, the setup of the Mexican team was 4 at the back, but as they're having possession, you have got the likes of Garado joining up front, and then they are playing 3 at the back, keeping the possession. So for me, the transition is key.
Before the game, you say South Africa is in a half possession. And this is, I think, going for 2 minutes now. Basically, having the possession.
No, but where are they having the possession? It's not in a dangerous area. That's fine.
So look at the back five that we're talking about. You see what the back five is?
Yeah.
Look at that back five.
When you spot it on, you see. Yeah, but this is where you need.
So now Bafana is now possessing the ball. It's how you use the ball when you win it. That's very crucial.
Check where they're possessing the ball. Check. Any mistake from here is
no. That's an assumption. We are now possessing the ball, playing out from the back.
That is good.
So the transition
to come out of that tight spot. I mean,
you see where we need Williams.
Exactly, he can play.
That's where we need Williams.
He can play.
That's fine. For me, the most important thing is the transition. And now we are demonstrating that, yes, you can play. You are not having 5 at the back just to sit and wait and defend. No, when you get the ball, how do you to insist to try and use the ball to your advantage?
Look where Mbogasi is.
Yeah, I think this is the danger. Here's the danger. Playing out from the back. Williams, in the PSL,
we had people we need to be able to trap.
The pressure that this team, gives Williams when they got the ball, they don't want him to be comfortable. They know the danger of him starting play. So they need to force him to make an error.
Yeah.
Then we need to show up. When your teammate has got possession of the ball, Give him
There's
the
our
options.
boy Mudiba.
Yeah.
He's already put one down. No, it's fit.
Yeah,
Yes.
Look at him.
Sweet.
No, you can't make those tackles if you're not
You
100%
cannot
sure.
fit. No, it's fit.
100% fit.
We just hope that you can finish the game.
No, at this moment in time, you don't even think about it. You apply yourself in that moment in time.
Yeah.
Don't worry about getting injured or you're not injured.
But
apply yourself and give your best.
This is the danger of international football.
Yeah.
Creating set pieces like that.
Yeah.
A lot of teams are very lethal when it comes to set piece like that. They will punish you when it comes to this. It's very, very important that you are 100% sure of really what you are doing, because you need to avoid this kind of giving such kind of free kicks. Very poor, eh? Very poor taken. Eh?
Actually, the intention was a good one, because he had seen William Aldo try to move, a little bit up and in anticipation of the cross. So he wanted to take a quick shot at the far post where he wasn't.
This man is a danger man. He just signed for
The
Wolves
minute.
now. Yeah.
Yes.
At least, before the World Cup is what they call it. The situation is
Whoa!
What a save!
a save.
Well done, William.
That's why.
You
That's
see
why
what
he's
I'm
the captain.
doing?
There we go,
You
Ronza.
see, but
That's why he's the captain.
That is dangerous. eh?
but the most important
but you
thing
see,
is the
No,
the position.
Team,
That-
spoke
that-
about-
Positioning.
who's the player? No.
Positioning.
Sure. But
But
we've got
good-
so
good
many
goalkeeping.
defenders.
You
But
see
you've got so
Good
many defenders.
goalkeeping in
But you
team.
allow a man to be free like that in the area
Yeah.
box
No,
like
Yeah.
that.
I think it was a very wonderful play from Mexico.
Good one, Williams. Coming out of the box is very important as a goalkeeper. But he can't do everything himself.
I see problems. What are we doing?
But that's a good save from Williams.
That was a very
And
solid
the
save. eh?
technique he used, he parried the ball away from the goals.
Yeah.
Away
For
from
me, that's
the
where we are dangerous
Yeah, to
now. On the
eliminate
break.
any second
No,
opportunity.
that was a very good save. Eh?
very top class.
You're on the counter, wonderful.
There's a chance.
Ooh. Well done, Foster. Look, for me, the transition on the break is what is going to be very key.
Top
Well done.
save. Top save.
Yeah,
Technique.
that's a top save.
As
Yes, it was
a
well
goalkeeper
taken.
coach,
It was well hit.
Lefty.
you
Yeah.
want goalkeepers to
It was
save.
well hit. Eh?
Well hit.
Not
Yeah.
carrying it
Yeah.
on play. He played, put it outside.
Yes, yeah.
That was a well hit.
No, it's good thinking. He didn't want any opportunity of a second mistake.
Yeah. See, you see the five across, eh?
Yeah. They're sitting very well. I'm very happy with the transition when they win the ball. For me, that's what is
Yeah,
very
it's quick
important.
recovery.
Yeah, that's a very, very good play. Yeah.
Reyners. Oh,
There's goals in him.
oh, there
That's
is.
good. Yeah, top. I like it.
Top. I miss his explosive days at Stellies. Like, that's where you could see that there's hunger there.
You see, Mexico has got 3 at the back. So I'm impressed with the attacks going into the flanks. And as they make the central
You can
defenders
see
go wide,
they want
they get them inside.
they want an early goal.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah, they
once they
do.
get an early goal, they will then frustrate. They will then frustrate us. Then we'll have to
Open up.
we have to come out.
Yeah.
We'll have to come out.
but even when
But this is where it's still dangerous too. If South Africa can just score the early goal we're talking about, first 15 minutes, 20 minutes, you can score maybe 90 minutes. It doesn't matter. But most important thing is to keep a clean sheet in this game. I think the defenders are going to be very busy. That's one of the best right back in the continent. Not only in South Africa. Talking about
Yeah, yes. It's a
continent,
top.
right?
It's a top.
top right back.
for me,
Going forward, attacking and defending.
It's so interesting. Alvaro and I can't say his son Brian. They play for the same team, and there by the center, you could see that they have some sort of synergy. I think from playing at club, and it's always an advantage to have players who are playing from the same club in one team.
Yeah, very, very important. We're talking about the right back, Mudau and Williams,
Yes,
each other,
yeah.
you're talking about the
The
left back.
communication at the back, yeah.
I mean,
That's
so,
why when we were talking about Apolis and Mufukeng as well. Yeah.
so, but yeah, we just see how they go. But you can see now, Modelo is not up high, you know.
No, it doesn't need to be up because they don't have the ball. His primary job is to defend.
You defend.
So when you went, no.
You saw the first mistake. You saw the first save. William did. What they try to do? They try to play from the back.
Etafia, Mudau and the Modiba.
Yeah.
They are overlapping fullbacks.
Yeah. Okay.
So they don't just have to go there. Yeah. They are overlapping.
We understand.
So you go there in just as on the play.
So you prevent.
So you don't stay there. No, you start by defending. Your first priority is to defend.
Defend what?
Yes.
Defend the shadow.
So,
if the player is not there, if the player is in front of you.
No, you defend the ball.
But they have
So
the
you
ball.
don't- no,
Mexico have the ball. So you say you defend the ball.
These guys, they want to.
Now you see.
They scored.
If you defend too deep, it's that's the problem.
They scored.
No,
and I told you.
If you
but
defend
That's
too
exactly
deep,
what I
No,
said.
but-
they have the ball.
No,
That's what I
but-
said to you.
but
that
we-
these guys
we-
are going to put us out.
No,
if
but-
they're going to go
but-
for an early goal, we
but-
are defending too deep.
No, but
We are defending
guys,
too deep.
Guys, let's
Oh my goodness.
From the
listen.
setup,
We are
you saw
defending
it.
too deep.
listen.
You say you don't have the ball.
This is Bafana Bafana beating themselves. You are trying to.
But you're playing too deep.
Team, you are defending your goal line. So what do you
Look at
expect
that.
to happen?
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the pressure.
No, that
What did I say
that is
about
dangerous
pressure?
from William.
But what did I say about pressure?
That's
I
dangerous
told you
from
that
What
William.
do you want us to do?
What?
No,
If you have a police,
no,
if you
no,
have a
no,
police
no.
number for K,
No, you
can
can't
play long one.
you can't talk about a police and what? A police
There
and
is no outlet.
no.
There's no outlet there that the ball will go to.
Etafia, you cannot have a police and Mafokeng to play long ball when you have got Reyners and what? And Foster.
So if
that was a bad play from Williams. Williams would not have played that ball to Ocom.
No, I understand that William made a mistake. Yes. But again, why are you playing so deep?
This is what's happening. When
Because
you
they're putting us up under pressure. They don't want us to come out of that.
No.
And we don't have players that can carry us forward.
No, that's fine. The intelligence to know when you play short and when you play long is very crucial. For that moment in time,
But in a
William made a mistake.
But in a World Cup, why you can't be
You
giving
can, that's not a argument in the World Cup. If you have two defensive midfielders or three, you put Adams there. You are born to play with them.
This is dangerous.
Yeah, that's
with
very
VAR.
dangerous.
With VAR, it's very
Yeah,
dangerous.
with very
It's very dangerous. With
Yeah,
VAR,
because
that
they're
is
gonna review
And especially from that
and they
particular
have
play.
the new rules that if the ref miss, they can
Yeah.
tell him.
Even the-
Did you
Yeah.
get here about the ball?
Yeah.
The actual ball has some tick in it, you know, that's also going to assist VAR as well as the match officials.
Nice.
So for any
That's brilliant,
handballs
huh?
that are very questionable, the ball gets to detect data and who had
Now
the
the
first
coach
touch and
must
all of
think.
that.
In this instant now, Mexico is in the lead. You have so many defenders on the field. What is plan B from the coach?
And we're talking about
Guys,
10 minutes,
guys,
9 minutes.
guys,
And they're not letting go.
guys,
Yeah.
Mexico did not create this chance.
They did. I
Bafana
said to you,
Bafana created.
Tim, you remember what I said to you?
They put themselves in a position to
Tim,
concede.
you see what I said? I
So
said
they
what
have to
Mexico-
minimize.
You see what Mexico did? Mexico studied South Africa. They knew that South Africa wants to play with a goalkeeper.
Yeah.
They set a trap.
Yeah.
If you look at that goal, it was a trap. They set a trap. He fall into that trap and gave the ball. They put him under
And
pressure.
the body shape of
the
body,
so-
it didn't scan to
Yes,
see
this guy.
whether
So-
someone is coming.
So you agree with me that it was Bafana that created. They put themselves
No,
in
they
a
were
difficult
forced.
position.
They were forced and put under pressure. You don't create. How do you create a mistake against yourself?
No, you
The
can go
striker went
against
to
it.
Williams. Williams tried to play out.
Here's another one.
No, Williams should not have played the
So
ball
what
to the
must he
middle of the goal. Get the ball to the likes of Foster, Trainer.
No,
Foster
but
is
that's not
mad.
how we play.
No,
See, another
no,
chance created now.
Yeah, that's not how we play.
no.
Don't forget, South Africa have play.
Guys,
we have used
you-
the athlete
you-
from
Craig,
the wings.
you adopt
Because
to the play, to the moment of the game. You have a template of how you think you can play. When you get into the game, it's different. That was a dangerous play from William.
corners
He's
are gonna
playing
pass.
Ocom, facing him.
There's another
So-
corner there. Let's see what happened there.
Our swinger. Good one. Good take, William.
Oh,
And even,
Look,
even when the shot, I think there's the centre back in front of him. William couldn't get the sight of the ball
No,
properly.
he was already out of position.
No, the ball came straight.
Okom should have
No,
played.
not the,
chance.
not
Here's
the
the
pass.
counter.
There's a chance.
Oh, too much.
Okom should not have tried to control the ball to turn. He's facing
Was
William.
it
He needs
Ocon
just
or
to
was
play
it
back.
was Stolle? I think it's Stolle. Isn't
Yeah,
I think it's Stolle.
It's Stolle, yeah.
Yeah, Stolle.
He should have played back to the
No,
goalkeeper
the-
and
Okay,
then
but
go.
looking at this game, how it's going,
Yeah.
We're
and
still
the
setting up.
energy and
We're still setting
everything.
up 5 at the back.
No, that's fine.
Look at Mbokazi.
That's fine.
How do you
Guys.
think then Bafana can still get back onto the block?
Yeah, there's a lot of ways. Set piece is one of them. But now they have to play, counter-attack because they don't want to concede more goals.
Yeah.
So, but
Guys,
with
and-
Mexico playing at home now and already have something to defend, Bafana are forced to come out. And when they come out to play, that's where Mexico have more chances, more loopholes
Correct.
to capitalize on.
and until Bafana conceded the goal, Mexico was not being dangerous. We were
But they
put in
were
a
putting
situation.
pressure. But they were putting pressure.
Yes, and then that's when we crumbled.
Tim,
It was
before you concede a goal, someone must put you under pressure.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they forced Bafana to make
Yes.
mistakes.
No, that's fine. The mistake that should not have been committed because you have
So-
the ball.
But
It's a
Even
misplaced pass.
in my age now, if you don't put pressure on me, I can do what I want to do with the ball.
Yes.
There was a striker chasing Williams. Williams tried to play.
That's
out
why I
the
said
back.
to you,
So,
what Mexico
okay,
did.
okay,
what
let me ask
Mexico
some-
did,
it's a simple question.
They set a trap.
Thank you.
It's a trap. You do that.
And they know when to press.
You know when to press.
If the ball go to Williams, they
Yeah.
already calculate.
They set a
Go
trap.
and press
So
him so he can play out.
Absolutely.
So it is simple. William should not have felt for the trap. So in that moment in time, you beat yourself. You're putting yourself under
Team, we
pressure
are
in
saying
that
that
moment.
there are too many defensive players in this team.
There's no creativity.
There's no how they can come out.
No.
The only target was Costa.
Before the goal, we all applauded how they were playing from the back and breaking the block
No,
and
they didn't
getting
play-
forward.
they didn't
And
play
we
from the
moved.
back. Mexico was having more of the possession.
No.
No, Mexico.
Correct.
Mexico.
If
The
we're,
first
if we're
mistake.
looking at the stats already, right?
Yeah.
Mexico is sitting on 62% possession.
Yeah.
Bafana 38%.
Mhm.
Mexico has already got 5 total shots, and then shots on target 2.
Yeah.
Bafana 0. So obviously not creating those chances. Mexico has had one big chance. We haven't really had any sufficient counter attacks.
How many times have been in our box, Auntie?
How many?
How many times have they been in our box?
A lot of times compared to us being in their box. And if we're looking at the number of accurate passes also, they leading us. So I think there's a lot of frustration that currently Bafana has, and they just really need to get back to their dynamic. I don't think
No,
it's,
Jace, when there's too many the personnel in the pitch, because we know that there's defenders, you don't expect them to be all of a sudden to be a midfielder or to make something creative. But if you have a midfielder that can keep the ball or a winger, this is a good play for. Yeah, this is what you check where Modao is. That's what we expect him to
So
be.
now they are not
Modao must
defending.
go there. He must go there.
No,
too.
that's fine. They need to show up. The transition, when you have the ball, is key.
there's somebody there.
This is what we're talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, he can hit.
Yeah.
That's a.
Can't penetrate there.
No, they need to continue building up and create the gaps. And the spaces,
Absolutely.
eh? You see that position there? That is Bokazi now getting out of position. He shouldn't be there. He shouldn't be there.
But he's supposed to be.
Where must
because
he be?
because
You see-
Modao is playing now as the left
But you
winger.
see,
Do you
you
see
see,
how-
So-
you see what we were talking
so-
about.
If you put a
We see-
natural winger,
The reason why
Now we
the
got a
reason-
yellow card.
Exactly.
But you see
you know
what,
why?
You see
You know
what,
why he got
you
a
see-
yellow card?
You see what Mexico was also doing?
Yeah.
Mexico will love this.
Yeah.
Will love us to keep
on.
it up.
You know-
so that we create space behind our
No,
defense,
that's
so they
fine.
can hit us.
So, there's what we call player intelligence. I don't expect the like of Mbokazi, who is a center half, to be going to be trying to
Rembola, that
attempt
was
to
very
cross the
dangerous,
ball
eh?
on the left wing.
Team,
You are exposing yourself.
These
we spoke
tackles
about
that
it
we
before
are-
the game.
Yes.
We talk about Modao. He's not. I mean, we think because he hasn't played a friendly game before this game, so maybe he's not fit enough. Now
No.
Mudiba.
Mbogazi is first.
No,
Come
he's
on,
not.
cover him.
No.
No, he's happy.
No, it's about the tactical discipline on the field of play. It does not mean that when there's a gap there, you yourself you should leave your position and run there. No. Keep the positional play in your position. Keep the shape
So
and be patient.
you
You
remember-
don't need to override, to overtake because you
remember
think
the
that somebody is not going there.
Beginning of the game, I said that Modiba must go and get the ball. You say no, he must keep the shape. And they have the ball, he must keep the shape again. No, he must attack.
no.
They go down.
That's what we
They
said.
need to attack.
Guys,
They go down now.
when
They
you-
have to.
no.
They have to attack.
They have to come out.
When do you attack? when you have the ball, it gives you an idea of how you can attack.
Now they have the
You don't just go up
but they
because
have
you
the ball.
because you have considered.
they have the ball.
Yes.
So that's why Mbogazi came out because they have the ball.
No.
They have the ball.
Craig.
We're watching this game now.
Craig.
They have the ball.
Craig.
He came out to support Modiba.
Craig, we have got Reynolds and Foster who are meant to go into the channels to open up there. Now, Mbokazi, you are coming from the center half and you are running to the left fullback because you think Reynolds is late to open
No,
up.
because Modiba was high up.
No.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Then he pushes on the left to cover you.
Where was Mbogazi? On the left side.
Check
Still playing.
where Mbogazi
Yeah.
is now. Look at Mbogazi is. Look, he's down on the left.
Which is wrong.
No, but Modiba is pushing. They push Modiba up.
Because you don't have a left winger.
They push
If you
Modiba
have,
up.
if you have Apollos there, it's easier. It's
And
easy.
look at that. This is the 5th long ball that we've hit.
Because they're forcing
Very
us. You know
unsuccessful.
why they're doing that? Because they
We are short-heighted players, and we keep throwing these long balls that are intercepted
And that's
by
not our
Mexico,
play.
and then they send. That's not our play.
Yeah,
and that's
but
another
you
thing
know
that's
why?
doing
Do you know why we're doing that?
They are refusing you to have comfort in your play.
The reason why they're doing that, we played short, we made a mistake, and they punished us.
What a shot.
You understand? So now we are scared to
Yeah.
repeat our own play.
Yeah.
That's why now we are deciding now to bypass our
No,
midfield.
no.
Because the
Now-
fifth
now-
Which is something
unsuccessful
wrong
one.
with
When do we
football.
then make the
what is
call?
interesting in football is
Yes.
there is a way you want to play.
The same guy that scored a goal, eh?
Yes.
Yeah.
The opponent has to make sure that they make you uncomfortable to play the way you want to play. And that's what Mexico has done. However, when we are succeeding to play from the back and sharing the ball, we are displacing them and having a sniff of their area. So what we have to do is to continue trying to possess the ball high up in the dangerous areas of Mexico.
You see what they're doing? Look at it. They're not allowing us to have build up. We are they're forcing us, and that's not our game.
Yeah, thank you.
No.
That's not our game. They're going
So-
to win everything. Because currently, if you
No,
look at
the
it,
issue is
but look at this. We have, in terms of accurate passes, we only have 75%. Mexico has 93% accurate passes. That tells you that we are not keeping the ball.
Yeah.
We are losing the ball.
that's true. But the question is, what is the ability of Bafana Bafana to continue playing the way they want to play?
This is the question I was asking earlier, to say, knowing very well that these 2 attempts of playing the ball down.
There's the man down there. Oh my God. You
see-
see the accurate passes. What I'm
No,
talking
that's
about.
okay.
Who is there now?
Easily
It's
intercepted.
good.
That's
Who is there?
which is okay.
Puliso is
Because-
going to. Do you see?
But you say Mbogazi must
Yeah.
keep his
Not
No,
at
no, no.
all.
It's not
Ask
discipline.
yourself, why
Yeah,
did he go?
exactly.
He
He
needs
passed
to
the
be-
ball
there
that
was no need for him
misplaced.
to make that tackle.
So he was the
Absolutely.
nearest.
The ball was
Why is
already
he
going
going
out.
out?
The ball is gone. He could
Why
have
is
just
he?
left it.
You see, this is absolutely
There was,
dangerous.
yeah.
This
And
is
this is the
That's a
second
yellow
time.
card.
This is
the
absolutely
second
dangerous.
time.
If he continues like this, he's not going to finish this
Yeah.
game. I can tell you that. He needs really this. You see, calm down.
And you don't
Calm down.
Again, you see the rules. What if the
Calm
rule is
down.
applied there?
Yeah.
Calm
You
down.
know? Because now Mudiba is going at it with the match official, and it
Yeah.
stipulates that if there's any,
The captain was.
the captain
yeah.
must, But
must calm down.
I think this is already starting to cause a little bit of frustration and an emotional imbalance for Bafana Bafana. Because I could see Mrembula is also very frustrated. He
It's
also
on
had
yellow
a
card
moment
already.
with an official.
Mrembula is on yellow card already.
Yeah.
We have how many?
Look, 2, 4, 5, 6.
It's a good
Huh.
goal there.
Oof.
Nice.
Okay.
Much
Why
better.
can we not have that synergy up front?
Because we don't have
The personnel.
the linking players to the middle. Look where
100%.
Foster is. He
Yeah.
dropped back.
No,
That's a
that,
legend.
that is good play from Bafana Bafana.
But they're still on the halfway line.
That's fine. They'll build up to come up from there. You can't just launch the ball. Bafana Bafana is playing well for now. From the goal that Bafana has conceded has been from their own mistake.
I think
Their own
also
mistake.
The opposition needs to punish you on your own mistake.
No, that's
The modern
fine.
football
Goals
is
have
like
been
that.
scored. Goals have been scored by mistakes. So Bafana did now.
You see when Bogas is playing? Did you see when Bogas is playing? That's
That's a chance.
a chance, man.
No, it's not a
Put
chance.
This is a chance.
Ball.
He's crying for handball when he is putting to play well. Come on, man. Who's that guy? Come on.
Yeah, we need Mukena on the ball more often.
There we go.
It's a foul, ref, man.
Oh, he's diving. Come on. Oh, there is it's a foul.
Yeah, it's a foul
It's a
there.
foul.
Wow.
You got him.
No, yeah.
Yellow
Now you're
card.
balancing the
Yellow cards have
game
been
now.
dished out.
We need to use this set piece very well.
And if you
We
look,
have heights there.
The ball possession now
So,
is actually getting close to being equal.
For me,
so I
I'm,
think
I'm
Bafana Bafana is
impressed.
kind
I'm
of
impressed with how
building
Bafana
momentum.
Bafana is coming out after conceding the goal.
Responding.
Ooh.
They have to. They have no choice.
One.
Did he get him?
No, you.
They cannot stay at the
Nah,
bench.
Nah, he
They cannot
didn't.
Great.
He didn't get him.
That was
Craig,
a,
but
Craig,
that
you
was a
can
question.
concede and buckle.
this was that was red. He's supposed to have done better.
Yeah. No, that I mean, he could have been. He could have done better. The goalkeeper.
Really?
Yeah.
So for me,
But I think,
Yeah,
I think
Rembula,
this opportunity
we
for
can take
Bafana
a
Bafana.
photo.
But having Rembula here, one of your best headers,
Yeah.
taking a free kick, that tells you about the limitation of creative players on the
Yes,
field.
that we have.
Where you have Apollo taking that free kick,
Mafuke?
where Mufukeng or Zwane
Take-
taking the
yeah.
allowing Rembula to be on the field to make sure he gives that height opportunity. We have seen him scoring goals with a head. Now you have actually one guy out that could have actually be a creative force or opportunity to score.
Yeah. I think I just hope.
But I said to you, when it's at the chances for us to score, we need to use set
Yeah,
pieces like this to be
definitely.
able to utilize them. It's a
Movement-
big chance. Look where our players is.
movement must be good. Yeah.
There's Mbogas.
Now we have to put it back. Put it back. It's too high, man.
it's really a hanging ball. So that's a poor cross. I think.
This Mexican guy is very good.
Yeah, Joan.
Yeah, it's very good.
Jimenez.
So far, yeah.
Top rated for Mexican club. He's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good signing there.
It's
that
time
we-
to
Okay,
break.
have to show them.
The coach has got an opportunity to talk to his team,
Yeah.
readjust, talk to your team, and let's see what.
recalibrate.
Let's
For me-
see what
Come out
we're.
with something
For me,
different.
apart from conceding the goal, I think Bafana Bafana have adopted well.
Yeah.
They have not been overwhelmed by the
Yeah.
stage.
Yeah.
They have tried to have decent passes, finding each other and playing. I think they need to try and get it a little bit more and try to see if we can test the defense. And also, the first time we are testing the goalkeeper is parrying the ball away.
Who are we testing the defense with?
That was, I think, when it was a cross, I think, from Mudau, and the goalkeeper came out and he parried it up on the field. For me, he looked very suspect.
That was not good technique on the goalkeeper.
So I think when you say
And also
goalkeeper,
not quick turnaround
if you
time
say
for Reynes
goalkeeper having
either.
such a reaction, what is important now is try to see if you can get some shots, at him and see how he can react from them. So that's very crucial.
Yeah.
So yeah, for me, look, I think the important thing is what Coach Bruce is going to say to the team. I think Mexico wanted an early goal, and they got it. Basically, the nerves are down.
Yeah.
They can play their football. And that also means that that five that Bafana started at the back, it has to change.
You have to change.
Meaning that when it changes, it can be good for us because now it means that we can have more
Guys,
foot on the ball.
Guys,
But it can also be dangerous because then Mexico will have more space behind our defense.
There are five defenders when we are being attacked. The moment we win possession of the ball, we are having a transition that is now we are having the likes of like three at the back. That's why you're having the likes of Mbekazi trying to get into those upfield positions, Modiba. So that is okay. You don't need to panic because you have conceded. What is important is you make sure that you don't concede
Gentlemen, I
a
have a
second
question
goal
for
and
Timothy, right?
continue
Yeah.
attacking.
With everything that you're saying now, I think Bafana Bafana is definitely losing the ball because of the pressure, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And I think I want to find out from you in terms of the importance of a captain to make sure that, that he is in the players' minds, to just make sure that they keep their composure and, not just now have that pressure actually materialize to what it is that they're playing.
At this moment in time, remember, if you look at the Bafana squad, you're almost of the same age. So when you're of the same age, normally you chat back against each other. So there has to be one of the senior players say, guys, we're actually performing very well. We need to continue trying to pass the ball. Let's show up. Let's support each other. But let's get the ball a little bit upfield. Let's not try to play more closer to the, because when you're a defender, I'll tell you, the defenders will have the PIN number for the ATM. So the moment you just give it away, you are punished. All the money is gone. So they need to move a little bit to play upfield a little bit and create. They are more skillful and dangerous on the ball. Yeah, in my observation at this moment in time.
Are we back?
So they just need to continue showing out and sharing the ball because they are looking more confident on the ball. And as the game is going on, they are getting confident, and you can see they are passing around the ball together. But for me, they need to pass the ball in the dangerous areas, not more at the back.
Yeah.
You see, my
Greg,
worry is
what
now-
is, sorry, I want to ask Greg something. I want to get into the goalkeeper's head.
Yeah.
How is it for a goalkeeper to concede a goal at such an early stage? And we're speaking about the captain really motivating the players.
Yeah.
Now it's like you're the person that kind of conceded, but now you still have to motivate the team. But what does that feel like?
Because he is very experienced, Williams, and at this stage, I just think, what you consider goal, that's gone, because you cannot take it.
Yes.
You have to try to save what is in front of you now.
Yeah.
Keeping them in the game now is very, very important. He did that with that big
Again.
save, the
You
first,
see?
the
Yeah.
first save, because they try to play from the back in terms of the defenders. But you see, the personnel on the pitch will force you to play because you don't have a natural midfielder
Yes,
that
gotcha.
can drive the ball to the attack.
Yeah.
You have centre backs are playing midfield. It's going to be difficult.
Yeah.
For me, what is important is to tell the likes of Mokwena story that when we pass you the ball, you are facing us. Don't try to turn with the ball. Play back and then show up in those spaces. The moment he's trying to take a second touch, they are always finding him, and then they are winning that ball. And when they win the ball, they are so very fast in that transition to attack.
Yeah.
The ball carrier of Bafana Bafana should be Mokwena. He has to supply the strikers,
Yeah.
And for me, I think Bafana should have
Oof.
wingers. If you have wingers in this game, they will hurt Mexico more.
Yeah.
Natural wingers. I'm not talking about Modiba and Mudau going up. I'm talking about Apollos.
That
No,
that is so
please,
natural
please,
guy that I
please,
feel
Craig. Apollos is not on the field of play.
Yeah.
No, we are saying that
Apollos is not on the field of
we
play.
are saying someone
We are
that is
dealing
up.
with what we are seeing right now on the field of play.
That's
So
why
we need a transition.
That's why we are defending deep. That's why we are.
Let's talk about our preview, right?
Yes.
We spoke about Mudau and Mudiba in terms of those
Good one,
runs
man.
that are going
Good
to be
technique from
necessary
Williams.
for them to make. We are seeing a lot of up and down movement from Mudau. He even crosses over.
Aha.
Yeah.
Are we seeing Mudiba, carrying that weight that we wanted him to carry?
There's no cross on the left
Absolutely
side.
not.
There haven't
Absolutely
been any
not.
cross on the
the
left
left
side.
side is so
let me
congested
tell you,
and nothing is
not
happening on the
drifting.
left side.
Absolutely not.
No, that is the one.
Who is the
Yeah.
one who's playing that role?
Because he's injured.
Yeah.
No,
He cannot-
it's not.
he cannot press the leg.
It's not because.
I observed that. I just wanted to.
He's not the one
That's-
actually
No.
getting the ball more
You see,
in the box there.
You see, there's a proper transition because you are
For
you are
me-
losing.
for
You are
me-
losing.
Yeah.
So they try to push a little bit Modiba to push up. And what I told you that the transition is very key. So that's why you're having Mbokazi shifting more on the left and is covering Modiba so that Modiba can try to go a little bit upfield. So that is okay. The way they are playing is okay. What we need to do is prevent playing that ball in the middle of the park and turning.
Why-
Because that's why we are losing the
Why
ball.
can't you have a natural winger there?
Yes.
If you want,
Yes. We don't have wingers.
we have a natural guy
This
that
is
can
the
do
game. This is a game that, if you look at Hugo Bros and Bafana Bafana for the longest time, he's always
Who is
played
this again?
Yeah.
Mbogazi.
Mbogazi.
This is your center back.
Wait,
No,
where's Modiba?
No,
Where's Modiba?
that's why you are misunderstanding
This
me.
is your center back.
No, telling you where
Modiba,
Modiba-
no, listen now. Let me
Yes.
explain to you. Now,
Yes.
Modiba shifted a little bit more in
To
the
centre
middle.
back.
No,
But
in the
but
midfield.
where is he dangerous?
Because what you see, that's what you're only dangerous when there is the ball.
no,
And they have to. No, you
no,
are.
but a player like Modiba, what Kuriso is doing, look, Kuriso is running, he's pulling the team, he's stretching the team.
Have you
Put-
seen
if the-
TBC
no,
or
you see-
Ekon
Yeah.
going from the right side
You
like
see
this,
now,
like the left side?
look at this proper movement now. They are now two at the back. They have allowed Mbokazi to get more deeper on the left so that they can add more support. And you're having Modiba now
No,
a little
they're
bit
allowing
upfield.
Mbokazi to come
So
through because
this play
he
is
has to
okay.
support
This
Modiba.
play is okay.
He's-
The way
he's-
we're
he's
playing
sharing
is
the
okay.
load.
The left side. The left
Yeah,
side.
carrying the
they're
load
sharing
with him.
yeah.
What we are seeing the left side.
You're not
And the
seeing
right
it on the right. You're not seeing it on the right.
No.
Because Kuriso can do it himself.
Yeah,
No,
and Kuliso
no.
had to even come to the other side earlier. That
You
foul
see,
that we were talking
Mbogazi
about.
is forced to hit long one.
Who is with the ball now?
Modiba.
Exactly.
But
That's where we need him to be.
No.
Okay, that's a corner
He
create.
is upfield because of the continuous play that has allowed Mbokazi to get deeper and then he's getting there. That is better
offside.
pro. That is better play.
It's a good movement. It's a good movement. But we want a natural winger there.
That
No.
We want Apollos there because he knows what he can do. He must defend, play for the back, and we want Apollos there.
I
we
know.
want Mofuken there.
I know.
Mexico is not too dangerous. We play. I mean, we play.
We should be the one that put in the ball and get the ball and challenge them.
The simple question is,
Yeah.
who will pass the ball to Apollos and Mofke.
We have, let
upfield
me
already.
tell you, we have Adams and we have
Right
Mokwena.
now, Adams
No,
not even-
Mokwena. We have Mokwena and Adams.
Sacrifice one holding.
Yeah.
No.
So sacrifice.
For now,
Against this Mexico team, the striker is 33 years old.
No. For
Who- I mean,
Craig,
And the player alone.
Guys,
he plays no striker.
the age does not play football.
Oh, but
Age does
so
not
he
play
can appreciate
Listen, age does not We are low.
If you are 50 years, you
What did you just say?
No, if you're on the field of play, if you're on the field of play, it means you are the best player. Guys,
because they can handle Ramsey.
in a
Alone. They don't need you put it in at the back.
a country with 50 million people,
There's a
if a
chance.
50-year-old
There's
is
a
on the
chance.
pitch, that's
Take
your
our
best.
chance.
Take the chance, man.
Hey guys, now you're becoming fun.
Much.
We need to try and
No. check where Modiba is.
no, guys.
Lyle.
The play that Bafana Bafana is enjoying is allowing Modiba to get up.
One on top match
So they
official.
have to continue sharing the ball.
left
When you
side-
continue sharing the ball, you'll get there. Then in coaching, there's a decision to say, let's
was a
overload
great
the left
chance
or
there.
the right.
Okay.
So in this moment in time, you're
Yeah.
seeing that when Modiba is getting more on the left,
Yeah.
it's creating space for Mudau to
I
go.
understand.
But the proper coaching
no.
philosophy, the proper coaching
See, Mudau is
philosophy.
saying-
Come on.
He's coach. He's
Listen, Greg.
getting who's
Look
chance
at
for
this
who? For
Craig,
the two wing backs must go up and
no,
down.
that
We
is
have-
poor, that is poor coaching.
No,
That's how
because
you
you
have-
have three centre backs.
No.
You have three centre backs.
No.
What?
Oh,
If you have the ball, you have to attack.
Mbagazi is working overtime.
He's literally-
here.
he's
Because Modiba is
No,
He's playing left back.
guys, that was the
Why
purpose.
did he play for left
That
back?
was the
From the
aim.
beginning, playing left back.
Craig, that's why. That's
From the
why.
beginning of the game, playing left back.
Craig, that was why Hugo Bruce
Yeah.
brought 5. It does not mean that the 5 have to stay. That's why you're having the likes of Mbokazi getting up to cover
That-
when they are playing the
That's
ball
what-
behind
See, that's what we're
Mudau.
saying now.
So-
Why don't you put a natural
Oh.
finger there?
Yo, right.
You see,
Nice
it
runs
comes
up.
back from the left. You see, I mean,
So where is the attack? Where is the attack coming from? From Mudau's side.
Yeah.
You know why? Because it's upfield. So the cover is not all that very good on that side. So we have to get a
He's
call.
there, it's
We have to
him.
get.
It's
but
No,
he must add value. We must have-
So that's the problem. You cannot have him all the time going up and defending.
my worry
Over
is-
time,
you
you're
have
going to be
one
tired.
centre back.
My worry is we have
Yes.
3 centre back.
Yeah.
We have a right back and left back. We
Yeah.
still cannot contain this.
No,
guys.
the problem is
What's
not
the
having
point?
the 3
Put a
centre
natural
backs.
winger there.
What is
Guys,
the point? Can
guys,
force them not to come at you.
No. What is important is, guys, is the transition when you have got the ball. The issue is not about the 3 centre backs that are there. No, it is how you're going to use the ball when you have got it.
But the personnel-
and they have
personnel there-
demonstrated.
But the personnel there will force you to keep the ball because they're natural defenders. But if you have a 2 holding midfielder or a 1 holding midfielder and you have a ball carrier that can get the ball from the midfield to the wingers, because that's Bafana play. We play with the wings. We create flair. You know, 1v1. How many times you see
Craig,
the winger?
Craig.
I mean, check where.
Fix
Mexico-
yourself.
Okay.
Craig,
Zero
until
total target.
Craig,
Zero.
No,
So,
Craig,
gentlemen, I
until-
want us to focus on something. Sorry, Tim.
Yeah.
We're looking at the clock. We are literally 10 minutes
to have that.
to half time.
Yeah.
What could be a critical change between these two teams? I mean, we could still see goals, not just the goal.
Yeah.
No, plenty.
Yeah, critical time. Just
Plenty.
your opinions
No,
on
because
what
the
you
team,
think.
the team that you see that they're looking to add more goals is Mexico. They're playing positive football. They keep
which
probing.
positive?
They've created how many chances?
I mean,
They've
they're
created chances. Look at
We are
James.
playing at the back.
Williams is
No,
working overtime
listen to
there
me.
now. Williams is working overtime.
Listen to me.
No.
They got,
No one is answering my question.
Guys, are you watching the same game like
yes.
Shot on
I'm
target.
getting worried.
Shot on target. 6 shot on target.
Williams need to get increase.
Yes,
After this-
okay. I need people to answer my question.
Oh,
I'll
sorry,
start with Craig.
James.
What do you think needs to happen from
Yes,
these two teams?
Two things. South Africa need to change the 3 at the back is not working.
Yes.
Take 1 defender out, take 1 midfielder out, play wingers. Because in South African football and they play
So
against
tell
bigger
me-
team
tell me
than
something.
Mexico.
Tell
They
me
have to
something.
use the wings. 1v1.
When have you had the ball on the wing?
There's a chance.
That's a chance.
When have you had the ball on the wing?
Modiba have the ball on the wings.
No.
Modao have the ball on the wings.
Yeah.
You
Now-
want a natural winger
Now,
to have the ball.
for
to
a natural
elevate-
winger to receive the ball, he has to get it from the defense.
So what
So what is Modiba doing there? He's not defending.
What I'm saying to you is, at the moment, the way Bafana is shaping up,
Yes.
Good save from them.
they are playing well, and they are holding the game very well at this moment in time.
That's a big save.
It's a fact that they
That is
have
great,
conceded.
hey.
In
That is
goalkeeping terms, it's a
great.
negative dive for you to go down low to get the ball. Williams, top class.
Yeah.
That's why he's the captain of the team.
So
And
let
that's
me-
why
what
he,
is overtime?
that's why he
No.
deserves a raise.
No.
Have to get the
The reason why he's in the goal is because that's his job. So we cannot say we're gonna give him a raise.
Okay, wait.
He's doing his job
Okay, Tim.
excellently
I
well.
need
Tim,
I
let's
need
put it this way.
Lufuno.
I totally agree with Craig. We need to make changes.
Definitely.
One, we are chasing the game. We are not here to come and say we have managed to lose.
One
Let's
game.
go.
Yes, 3 points. 3 points is gone.
It's gone. We need to make positive changes to take the game away from Mexico. So, I mean, you can see already. Look when Bogas is playing.
That's
He might
fine.
as well play as a left
No,
back.
that's
Modiba
No,
supposed to be
that's
defending.
called
Yeah.
that's called
Bafana supposed to be attacking.
You know, in our preview.
You know what? Something about
I was-
Modiba.
You know,
I feel like this is going to be a throwback. Do you remember the game against France and that trending meme where Mbappe left him for dust? And it feels like this is another moment for him where he's really trying to play catch-up game. I really think this is exposing him a lot. Like this selection for
Is he
him to
not
start
fit?
here.
You
No,
see,
it's-
we're
guys.
talking about if Modiba is fit and everything is okay.
what
with
do you
him,
mean if
we
he's
can-
fit?
Because he was injured before this tournament.
So it-
we know that he was injured. before
We
this
are
tournament.
remaining with how many minutes?
we
We are
didn't
remaining
play-
with
we
how
didn't play
many
any
minutes
friend-
for
we didn't-
second half?
But they're 1-0 down.
Timothy.
They're 1-0 down.
okay,
You are happy. You are happy
You
to
see-
manage one.
But
You see, this is what's happening.
But I want to know from
we-
you. No. Before
yes.
you give us that, I want to know from you. What do you think? Because you've been saying this is a good game. This is a good game.
Exactly.
What does Bafana have to do in order for them to either
Yeah,
equalize before the half
now,
time?
let me tell you,
That will be
at
interesting.
this moment in time for
Yeah.
me, I would love the ball, especially from the likes of, Mukwena, to try and pick Foster or Lena.
Okay.
And once they get the ball to them, I'm looking for the supporting play.
Who? The defenders.
No,
You want Modiba? You want Modiba and Modao to come all the way there.
No, you see,
Why don't you have another winger?
no,
Why don't you have a natural
no,
winger there?
that's the problem. You see, Craig, that's the problem. They need to ask me, and I'm going to explain to you. I'm going to explain to you.
Sorry, explain.
Because once you get the ball to Reina
Yeah.
or Foster,
Yeah.
you have got Adams,
get it so
you have got the
quick
likes
and
of
easy.
Modiba and Mukwena,
See when Baba-
and then once you get them to feed the ball,
Yes.
you have got the likes now of the likes of
Exactly.
Mudau and the Modiba to get behind
See,
the likes of Foster.
My argument is
Perfect.
Absolutely.
natural winger can do that better. Because
I
these
agree
players,
with you.
these players have been chosen to
You
defend.
know, we spoke.
You see,
You can
we
have
know,
value.
when you ask me about.
Now let me tell you,
When you,
the only problem we're having in this setup
Yes.
is like Adams and Story
Yes.
have not transitioned themselves to
We
be
don't
the
want to have
wingers.
problem.
No.
Williams, we,
You already have a problem
we
because
don't
you
want to
are
have problem.
you
That's
are
why-
losing. You already have a problem.
because of the shape of the team.
No.
Your shape determine how you play, and the personnel on the pitch. You cannot.
Craig,
expect
you
a
won't
defender to
Tim,
become
Tim, let me put it this
all
way.
of a sudden to
Tim,
become a.
Tim,
uh,
look at Mexico.
Mm.
Who's dictating the play? It's the midfielders. They're the one that are playing. You cannot play the game without midfielders holding the ball, without dictating the flow of the game. So far, we're not doing that.
What Mexico is doing well is that they know that if our midfielders have the ball, they're going to hurt them.
So why are we
they
not having the ball?
They are making sure
So why
that
are we not
our
having the ball?
midfielders, if they are playing the ball, they are not allowing them
We
to turn.
don't have midfielders that are
No,
playing
you
ball
have.
players. We don't
No.
have ball players in that
See,
midfield. That's the
Team,
problem.
Team, if you have a lot of midfielders that are the same type of player, you're gonna have problem. We need a ball carrier in this team.
That's it.
I think he needed. I said
He's
that.
working over.
No,
He's working over.
that's his job. and he's doing it
No,
well.
he's working overtime.
It's not even offside. But that is his job and he's doing it
But you are
excellently well.
over. It's overworked.
So
He's
no,
overworked.
if it's
Yeah.
his job, he must go and play golf. This is a team sport. This is a team sport. 11 players need to contribute. That's why we have a goalkeeper,
he's doing-
we have a defender, we have a.
Because he's playing alone.
No,
He's playing alone. Because he play alone.
he's not playing alone.
So what is
That-
happening? Look at what
He
these
has
guys are
been-
doing.
At that moment
These
in
guys are
time,
toying with us.
at that moment in time, he has
No,
been
Williams
called
is really
upon to
pulling
this
a graveyard
job,
shift,
and he has
eh?
done it well.
You see what's happening?
No, guys.
That's the touch there.
You see,
we're in trouble, eh?
No,
We are
guys,
in big
there's-
trouble
There's
here.
no trouble.
Yeah.
No, we are applying.
Tim, are you
ourselves
watching
well.
the same
We
match
are watching the
with
same
us?
game.
There's no trouble here.
Yes,
You are watching the same
there's
game.
no trouble here.
What is this?
What is
There's
happening
no
there?
trouble here. If there was trouble, it would be a second goal.
No.
No,
Okay.
no,
Look at that.
No, look.
Small touch.
You know what is happening here is that Mexico is trying to exploit those small moments.
Yeah, but
to
because
hurt
we're
Bafana
allowing
Bafana.
it.
No,
No, there's a split screen here
You know,
that Timothy is watching a
I'm
different
telling
game.
you,
I
no, please
just
just
can't
tell him.
see
No,
it.
there's another game that is watching that we're not watching.
Listen, what's happening?
no.
What's happening is
You're feeling hot.
No, I'm feeling hot.
he's sweating.
Now this is what I call commentary.
And
We want Bafana-
you need to be reminded this winter.
No. We want Bafana to
Tim,
play-
you're giving us
to play-
economical
to play
commentary.
their game.
No, guys.
We know South Africa
No.
in terms of attacking wise, in terms of wing play. This is South African football, and this is what we are. They get joy from.
Mexico is just toying around with us, to be
You can
honest.
see.
No.
We are not having the ball.
having a
We
ball.
don't have a
You
shot on
see-
target.
you see-
We are just really, I don't
see,
know what we're doing.
We need
The
to,
only player that you can see that is
No.
really putting a lot of effort here is the goalkeeper in Bokas.
Thank you.
No,
Those are the only players that you can see that play here.
guys, I
And
think
Mudau. In the
I
first
think-
few minutes,
yeah.
Mudau was really
I-
carrying that right side.
I think in a moment of
Go
a
wide.
game like this,
Go
we
wide.
need to appreciate what we are
Put it in
seeing,
the box.
not what we are wishing.
Handball,
That's-
ref.
You know.
No.
So for me,
No
Connect.
foul.
for me, what is important is Bafana should continue playing the way they are playing, and then when it comes to the second half, we can
Who's
do
the
a little
problem?
bit of
Yeah.
changes.
Yeah.
There we
We
can
get
have the
some
open.
high
For me, at
That's
this
a
moment in
problem.
time, Bafana Bafana has played so well.
No, they-
The goal that we conceded
Mm.
was simply because
Okay.
of our own mistake.
Okay, team.
That we
Team, who
decided.
wants to make mistakes?
No, no,
Tim
no.
is going to
Tim,
release an album
Tim,
after this.
Team, I want to ask you this.
Please do.
Do you agree with me that we were lucky to be 1-0 down?
No, we are not lucky to be good.
Hi, man, Chris. Hi, corner.
No.
If you have Williams on holiday in
It was a big problem.
in Seychelles or somewhere, it could have been five now.
No,
He's in
maybe-
United States.
Maybe we,
He knows.
A
maybe
beautiful
we
shot
not
on
have
target.
At
confidence.
least we got a one shot
A
on target.
beautiful
not have
from a
confidence.
defender, by
Because
the
the-
way.
We've got a shot on target.
we do
That's
have
a
a
shot
shot
on
on
target.
target.
The centre back.
The
From
goal-
a defender.
Who shoot the ball?
No,
Guys.
that is
From a
okay.
defender.
Okay.
That is okay. I'm impressed when you say who is taking a shot. That is the Bokazi. But at the beginning, you are saying they have 5 defenders.
But they
That
they
is-
are.
no,
That's
that is
what you're
transition.
saying.
No, that
You
is
need a
transition.
midfielder to be shooting from there. He
No.
must be defending. That's why you need a midfielder to be there.
No.
He cannot go and do other people's job.
No, the transition is good. I think Bafana is.
Bafana
they have
Bafana has
applied
now
themselves well.
56% ball possession.
Nice.
Mexico has
But I
34%.
think you see now that's my worry. When they try to get and to press up, they are getting late to drop back.
Yeah.
They need to get back their numbers and keep the shape. It's just a few minutes to get into the second half. You don't need to
This is
consider
dangerous.
goal.
No, Williams, stop, man.
Clear.
Williams, this
Yeah.
is playing from the front foot. You are a goalkeeper. When you're a goalkeeper, you read the game. He's reading the game. He needs increase.
He does. He wasn't nominated for Ballon d'Or by fluke.
Thank you.
No,
And it's-
I think he's doing his job
Performing
well.
like this on global stage
No, but
really.
you can't
remarkable.
keep saying he's doing his job. Yes, you know he does his job. But football is a team sport. They're allowing him to be overworked. That's what we're saying.
No.
Because they could have done
In
better.
football,
He's now a sweeper. He's now a goalkeeper. He's now next thing you say he must go and play right.
That's fine. That's why he's in the goals. And he's executing his job very well. We cannot give him an increase for the job that he's supposed to execute.
But I think South Africa they're forced to come out now.
No,
they have
They're
to.
forced to
no,
come
They
out.
have to
no,
come.
Yeah.
no. Listen,
And
guys.
I'm looking forward to positive changes in the second half because we need to change this game.
That's what we're saying.
We need to
Because
change
Do you
the game.
think there should be any changes, Timothy? Because you seem to be loving this starting 11.
No,
you
there
don't
will,
see any
there,
problems?
there will be changes for sure. For me, what is impressive for me.
Do you want those changes?
No,
Let's give him a
they will
chance.
come. They will come
who-
because for me,
what's now?
You are Hugo Bros. What do you do in the second half?
no, I'll look to bring the likes of Temba Zwane.
So you're agreeing with us?
Because the reason why I want
Let
Temba
him
Zwane
finish, let him
in
cook.
is in a moment where he can release that simple pass to the likes of Foster and Reyners.
So you want to
As
keep
long
Foster
as-
and Reyners?
As long as in that moment in time we don't have a ball fed into Reyna and Foster, we're going to have a problem with the likes of Mudau or Modiba or the likes of Adam to receive the ball. So once we are able to get a player, especially a midfielder, to feed the ball to the strikers, we shall look more dangerous.
So only Zwane would be your substitute in the second half.
Even I'll bring even Mufken and the police
Why don't
because
you
now
play
the
from
reason
the
the reason no because
why don't you play from the beginning?
the reason why they could not be played
Craig
from
must
the
go to
beginning.
Madanga Commission.
That's
He
a foul.
took out his blazer.
Who's supposed to be doing this now?
No, that's Modiba with the ball.
That's what I'm trying to say. If a natural winger is there,
Which natural
I think
winger is on the bench that you are leaving there?
Apollo.
Mudiba, don't do that.
Apollo is on the right.
Mapuke, he can play both sides.
No,
he
you
used both feet. He used both feet.
No.
He can even play number 10. He can play any position up front there. If he was
He
there,
didn't have the last touch, so he was
can drop his shoulder,
frustrated
he can-
that the
one-on-one,
official came
Craig,
that is his
to-
foot.
I know you're a fan of our police.
No, I'm
No, it's not an issue of it. No, it's not an issue of it.
No,
It's not an issue
In
of
this
it.
moment,
fine.
in this moment in time, we have to deal with what we are seeing.
The coach is
I'm not-
stirring.
We cannot be talking about a player who's
He's
not on the
very-
field
he's
of play
not
because we
happy.
don't know what he's going to give us.
Yeah, no, he's
He's
not
not on the
happy.
field of
Or
play.
you know that it's very good. You know that the games you have won.
No, he is good in the previous games, not in the game now. We have to look at the game we are watching.
Yeah, but to be honest, the
I
biggest
mean,
problem,
Adams was
look
right
at that.
there.
Look at that.
Why are we going
Look at
there?
our
You see, now we've
midfielders.
lost the ball.
Look at our midfielders.
Adams was available and he was right there in the center.
Look at these guys. How they look at look.
No!
That. You see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about?
The simple thing, what you are seeing now is
Yeah.
when your
Frustrating.
teammate
Please-
has got
please
the
look at
ball,
that replay.
you don't show up. The moment you don't show up, in that moment
The
in
problem
time,
there was the
what
other player was lazy to join up.
you see, let me tell you what is happening with the Bafana Bafana. What Mexico is doing so well is that they are closing down those penetrative passes. The moment they close that space,
Yeah.
the Bafana player who has got the ball has no options.
Yeah,
And
coach,
then
yeah,
in that
he
moment in
wants to
time,
finish us.
he's
Yeah,
trying
he
to get
does.
his eyes
He's
off the
intentional.
ball.
What is the need of having 5 center backs or
There's
5
no
defenders?
point.
And you still
There's no
you're still under
point.
pressure.
Exactly.
You know,
You still under pressure. You have all the whole defender. Basically, the whole team is defending.
you know, until now,
Yeah.
I think I'm the only one watching the right game.
All of us are watching.
Come on.
You
No,
have
you can't
seen
say that.
moments.
We
you
have one
seen,
shot on target.
You have
Yeah.
seen. You have seen. No, listen.
I wanna
You have
ask
got
from you,
moments
has-
where I've seen Mbokazi stepping
has-
upfield.
Okay, I want to ask Greg, has Reynolds been effective for you in this particular half?
No,
As
because-
we anticipated
no,
him to be?
because there's
No.
no wing play.
No.
There's no midfielder that drives the ball to him.
No.
He needs to play on the shoulder of the center backs. He is not a typical first striker, that's a static striker. And both of them,
I
you can't play
think-
both of them.
I think-
you have to sacrifice one to play one.
Now
So you can have
we
more
go.
numbers
We go.
other than the wing.
We go into
or-
the break.
Yeah.
So
We are going on to the break.
Yeah.
Bafana Bafana is losing 1-0. In this
Oh,
moment in
welcome
time,
to the right match.
no, you know, like I decided and I
Yeah.
told you
Yeah.
that yes, we have conceded the goal.
Yes.
The goal was our own mistake.
Okay.
You keep insisting that we are put under pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was that.
We're put under pressure.
That's a fact.
Yes.
But when you are intelligent in that moment in time,
Yes.
you don't play that short ball.
So what do?
You play the ball upfield.
There's no option up front.
No, it's fine. It is tougher up front than at the
You
back.
don't-
When he played it at no,
Yeah,
no.
just throw it in.
Yes.
That is not
So,
so.
A good
Fine.
defender,
So-
a good defender is a stupid one.
So-
When a defender clears in the air, they say well done.
It's
It's a must.
But
So
modern football
he tried. No. Your modern football has cost you a goal. You're trying to play clean, and you have conceded.
But for me, Tim,
Yeah.
what we need to do now, what we complained about when the game started, that we are too defensive.
Yeah.
We need to change it right away.
Thank you.
You got five subs. When we come back, the coach needs to be smart enough to bring 3 in. One, you need to reduce. Okay, give me a chance.
Yes.
Between Stolle and Jaden,
Yeah.
they're not doing anything. One must go.
Basically, the same player.
At this moment in time, let me just add
The
you,
second point.
because what you are saying.
Wait, let me
Yes.
finish this.
The second point,
Mm.
between the two strikers,
Yes.
one must go.
No, okay, let me.
Because
One center back must go.
One
no,
center
no.
back must go.
No,
And you
you see-
inject.
you see-
You inject.
in the moment where you want to take out one centre back and replace this one, the danger is to concede the second
No,
one.
the
Let me-
reason for those
no.
is to get the game back to yourself.
No,
And
no,
control.
no. Let me explain to you now what has been achieved in this moment in time.
Yes.
Now, when they played 5 at the back
Mm.
with a midfield that was a little bit congested,
Mm.
we have not been very porous. It's not that Mexico has outplayed
Yeah,
Bafana Bafana.
okay.
No,
But they are leading.
they put us.
They are winning.
No, that's okay. That's okay. They are leading, and that's a fact.
Yeah.
But you are saying the moments of leading, in the moment where we have considered a goal, it's not that Mexico constituted that chance. They put us in a position where we made a mistake by our, which we should have prevented. If we had
Gentlemen,
prevented
I
it,
wanna
to be safe.
interrupt a little bit because I want us to be able to go and lubricate our mouths, take a walk a bit, and take a bit of a break because we're going to have an explosive second half. But before we do that, Greg, quickly, best moment of the first half.
Williams making the saves.
Okay.
For me.
Yeah. And Timothy, player that stood out for you? First half?
I think Mbokazi has transitioned very well with Mukwena. For me, I think that movement is very okay because as Mbokazi has tried to drift a little bit more on the left, he has been able to push Modiba a little bit upfield, and we have had a little bit of a few chances and opportunities at up front. So I think we need more, a little bit of maybe a Zwane that can feed off Mukwena, and then Zwane with his intelligence and his extra touch on the ball and with his thinking on the ball, he can be able to pick a little bit of Foster. Can they bring a little bit of Mafkeng and the police? I think that will add the impetus that when they have the ball, the likes of Zwane can continue getting closer to the goal to be able to give those killer passes.
Cool. I think you're coming to a party now. You're getting closer.
Yes.
Lufuno, you didn't get a chance earlier. Second half, before we get to the break, which players do you think should be introduced? You're still sticking to...
No, Zwane must come in. Police must come in. Most definitely, Rele Mufokeng must come in. We need more firepower. We need players that will put pressure on the ball. We need players that will call for the ball. We need players that will start dictating. We need to take the ball away from Mexico. If you want Mexico not to hit us, you don't give them the ball. Because so far they are more dangerous because they have the ball and we don't have answers. We need to thank Williams because he kept us in the game. That one in the score, he's really giving us a chance to come back in this game. Otherwise, we're going to be talking about 3-0 down. And the game was going to be over.
We need to take a break. We have so much time.
As you make those changes,
this is going to be another dialogue, and we're going to be back now before from break.
As you make the changes, we should make sure that we still keep a very tight
back line.
Because once you miss that, then you'll be chasing 2 goals instead of 1.
See, what are you defending?
Yeah. So, gentlemen, I need to speak to the viewers quickly because, hey, guys, it is going down basement. Thank you so much for joining us in the first 45 minutes of the game against Bafana Bafana and Mexico. It was definitely serving us with brilliant saves from Williams, but we want to come back and actually see Bafana Bafana getting an equalizer or even winning the game. But we'll be back after this quick break. We need to go drink water, get that spirit running again because, it's going down in that corner. But we'll see you guys just in a bit. Whew. Okay. Tim?
Hello.
Hi.
Coming back.
The new era of football is finally here. In 2026, the FIFA World Cup goes. The 2026 edition promises to be electric, filled with African passion, rhythm, celebration. Fut-Afrique, broadcasting on SABC and SABC Plus, along with our social media platforms, will cover every aspect of this historic journey.
From the build-up to the kickoff and beyond, the final whistle, Fut-Afrique will own the pre- and the post-match conversation while capturing the real essence, the real emotions and culture of the game.
Your brand will gain powerful visibility.
Fut-Afrique, let's discover and celebrate the continent through its football.
The new era of football is finally here. In 2026, the FIFA World Cup goes.
For the first time, the tournament expands from 32 to 48 teams.
With African passion. Fut-Afrique, broadcasting on SABC and SABC Plus, along with our social media platforms, will cover every aspect of this historic journey.
From the build-up to the kickoff and beyond, the final whistle, Fut-Afrique will own the pre- and the post-match conversation while capturing the real essence, the real emotions and culture of the game.
Your brand will gain powerful visibility.
Fut-Afrique, let's discover and celebrate the continent through its football.
The new era of football is finally here. In 2026, the FIFA World Cup goes.
For the first time, the tournament expands from 32 to 48 teams.
The African Pack, Fut-Afrique, broadcasting on SABC and SABC Plus, along with our social media platforms, will cover every aspect of this historic journey.
From the build-up to the kickoff and beyond, the final whistle, Fut-Afrique will own the pre- and the post-match conversation while capturing the real essence, the real emotions and culture of the game.
Your brand will gain powerful visibility.
Fut-Afrique, let's discover and celebrate the continent through its football.
The new era of football is finally here. In 2026, the FIFA World Cup goes.
For the first time, the tournament expands from 32 to 48 teams.
The 2026 edition promises to be electric, filled with African passion, rhythm, celebration. Fut-Afrique, broadcasting on SABC and SABC Plus, along with our social media platforms, will cover every aspect of this historic journey.
From the build-up to the kickoff and beyond, the final whistle, Fut-Afrique will own the pre- and the post-match conversation while capturing the real essence, the real emotions and culture of the game.
Your brand will gain powerful visibility.
Fut-Afrique, let's discover and celebrate the continent through its football.
The new era of football is finally here. In 2026, the FIFA World Cup goes. The 2026 edition promises to be electric, filled with African passion, rhythm, celebration. Fut-Afrique, broadcasting on SABC and SABC Plus, along with our social media platforms, will cover every aspect of this historic journey.
From the build-up to the kickoff and beyond, the final whistle, Fut-Afrique will own the pre- and the post-match conversation while capturing the real essence, the real emotions and culture of the game.
Your brand will gain powerful visibility.
Fut-Afrique, let's discover and celebrate the continent through its football.
The new era of football is finally here. In 2026, the FIFA World Cup goes.
For the first time, the tournament expands from 32 to 48 teams.
The 2026 edition promises to be electric. Fut-Afrique broadcasting on SABC and SABC Plus, along with our social media platforms, will cover every aspect of this historic journey.
From the build-up to the kickoff and beyond, the final whistle, Fut-Afrique will own the pre and the post-match conversation while capturing the real essence, the real emotions and culture of the game.
Your brand will gain powerful visibility.
Fut-Afrique, let's discover and celebrate the continent through its football.
The new era of football is finally here. In 2026, the FIFA World Cup goes.
For the first time, the tournament expands from 32 to 48 teams.
The 2026 edition promises to be electric, filled with African passion, rhythm, celebration. Fut-Afrique broadcasting on SABC and SABC Plus, along with our social journey.
From the build-up to the kickoff and beyond, the final whistle, Fut-Afrique will own the pre and the post-match conversation while capturing the real essence, the real emotions and culture.
We're skating on fire.
William,
Have you guys seen the changes yet?
No, it's the same
Okay.
thing again.
All right, and we are back into the second half, the second 45 minutes, gentlemen.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what's happening here. I think we can talk about some of the changes, if there's any changes. And already we are seeing some exclusive moments immediately.
Yeah, I think,
Second
you know, we expect changes in the second half, but there's no change. I think Hugo Boss is happy with the performance of the first half. First 10 minutes will be crucial, you know, and we can see South Africa try to overplay at the back, which, I mean, the first goal in the first half, that's what they tried to do, and they conceded the goal. And second half, again, they want to do the same thing, you know. So I just feel like now they have to play on the front foot, which, I mean, we give Mexico advantage to attack more, you know.
Oh, yeah. And I think we're speaking about this offline, you know, when they were walking back in, that first 5 minutes critical thinking time, you know. I mean, the coach has just given the talk for how do we go into the second half. Some players are still trying to digest it, get it, figure it out. And it's very important to see which team is going to implement it on the word go, you know, because not everybody's going to get it. But how important is that 5 minute, you know, going back into the game?
Very important for both teams. You know, I mean, you don't want to concede the second goal, first 5 minutes, because it puts you on the back foot more, you know, in terms of you try to score 2 goals now for you to come back in the game. And Mexico will try to, in the first 5 minutes, they will try to attack to get the second goal so that they can, you know, relax more, you know, tends to play in their game. But yeah, we can see South Africa overplaying too much at the back. I feel now they need a goal. They need to play a direct football.
This guy's good.
And already Mexico is, you know, making it
Again,
Williams.
For me,
Julian is very
he
very
is.
good player.
you know, for me, what is very important that I've noticed, for example, William is insisting on playing from the back, you know, which is very important. But if you look at Story, in that moment in time, at this, you know, in the 47th minute, some players are hiding away, and William is insisting on playing him the ball. That's why he ended up almost.
Who did they set the trap to?
Sorry?
The trap that they just Mexican did just now before when we resumed the second half. The same Sitole, they set up trap again.
Yeah.
They got the ball away from him again.
But you know, the football
We're very
intelligence.
lucky again.
No,
Yeah,
but the football intelligence is simple. William should not be passing him the ball.
But there's
Because
nobody
under
to pass.
pressure,
There's
no.
nobody to pass to.
Then play
Because everybody's
it. then play it upward.
It's not
And,
South
and bring it back again.
No, guys, you adopt to the game. There's nothing like South African football. Have you won the World Cup before? No. So you adopt.
Look at that again.
So,
The same mistake
but
again.
you haven't won the World Cup. That's why you need to.
So
make
why
it.
do you bring giving us our South African football here. What we need is to adopt the opponent we are dealing with.
They haven't won the World Cup. They haven't come up from the group stages.
Yes.
This is the time for them to do that. So we have been playing nice football in terms of qualifying to the World Cup. For them to qualify to the World Cup was the big thing, and which is very important for them now to use that opportunity to come out from the group stage.
But I think for me, from the game, from the way they are, they have set up themselves and the way they are playing, they are really playing well. We are on a counter, that's a keeper to beat. We have survived.
No.
That's a penalty.
They're going to give him a red card.
We have survived.
If it's a foul, it's a red card. That's a red card. It's a clear red card. It's a red.
So
It's a red card. It's a red card.
I think
You see what we're telling you about? Too many defenders.
Yeah,
No, it's not about. If you talk about too many defenders when it's 1 against 1, how do you just?
No, but it's too many defenders because they are defending.
They're
With the
defending.
defenders they have, they are defending.
No.
But I think the VAR need to check if
No,
We're in trouble. Eh?
you are 11 against 11.
You could have made changes in the second in the box. That's what we said. Make changes.
No, you see,
But let's see whether he really
It was.
touched it.
Let's hope that it was an offside.
No.
No, I think they need to review it. I think the VAR will try to call the ref to check because he looked for it.
He looked for it.
I think
VAR.
I feel VAR they need to reverse this card. No, you can see he didn't touch him. He looked for. I mean, South Americans. That's what they look.
No, look, there was contact. The question.
No,
there was contact. That's a fact.
Intention.
That's a fact. The question is,
who is not?
He's looking for it. Who's
that's
looking
how
for
he. So you give it to him of how intelligent he is,
This is where
because
the-
you look for contact.
This is where the VAR comes
I think
in.
the first line we need to check: was he offside?
Yeah, okay.
If you say,
Okay,
if yes,
let me tell you.
then we're good. If
Yeah.
no,
Let me tell you.
then we go to the second
Let me-
phase.
Yeah.
let me-
Was there a foul?
Okay, let me tell you now. It's the poor positional play
I
of
think-
Bafana defense.
So the referee is not
Because
they're
I
not
think-
even calling him.
Yeah.
No, there's no need. It's the
It's gone.
contact. It's contact.
It's gone.
Yeah, it's gone. It's gone.
Yeah, we're in trouble.
Yeah, it's gone. No.
We're in big.
No,
and
we
let me
need
tell
now to
you,
adjust.
the coach put us in this mess because
No.
second half the coach was supposed to come positively to try and
Yes.
play football, and he came back with the same
100%,
team again. He put us in this thing
Yeah.
again.
No, it's not all about
Hugo Bros, tactically sometimes it's very questionable because the whole game when not playing, he doesn't even stand up and talk to the team. Nothing. He's sitting there.
No.
That's why I said Madala is old.
Standing up does not. But the
No,
Madala
no,
took
no,
you
no.
to the World Cup, which you're enjoying
Yeah,
at this
no,
moment
no.
in time. So that's not the point.
This is the second goal.
No, it's not a goal.
I
This
hope
one.
they can defend.
This one.
So for
But
me,
you see, good position from Williams.
This
Because
is
the war is that side, so
Yeah.
you need to defend the side there. In his it can't be scored
Yeah.
on your own side.
Yeah.
When you
For
are. So I think good position
for me,
Williams.
we should
The war
go.
was set up
For me,
nice.
Yeah.
for me, we
But
should
it
go
was
back.
going to
We
be-
should
Poor
go back.
taken free kick.
We should go back to the path that created the red card.
Okay.
For me, we are talking about Story. Story is a midfielder, right?
No.
So what was happening is
Okay, Jeff.
because they succeeded in spreading the center halves
Yeah.
wide, Mbokazi was still wide. He had not tucked in, and that's what I was telling you, that when you have the likes
So
of
you see now-
Where is Mugazi effective more?
no,
If
it's
you
not,
play for South Africa,
No.
where
Yeah.
is it best position?
No.
Where do we want him to play?
no,
They
Craig,
ask you a question, it's like,
Where
oh,
do we want him
Craig,
to play? Left
Craig,
back or
is-
centre back?
Craig is a center half. Is a center half.
Thank you.
Is a left center half
Thank
who
you.
covers on the left. That is as simple as there.
Now, where is the danger coming from?
oof.
Where is
That was
leaving?
clean.
So he's the
No,
person
no,
to
But that
no,
was
no,
issues.
Craig,
That one was
don't
clean.
Craig,
So
One
Mugazi
mistake
is a
is
centre
Yeah,
back.
one
He's very
mistake
strong in the
and
center when you play.
no,
centre
but
back.
that was a
The
pass
coach
in the
really
middle of
put
the
us in
park.
I
Yeah,
understand.
no, he really
Yeah.
put us in
So
the
tell
center.
So there was
Because
no
there's
cover.
way
You
are
don't.
coming
You
back
cannot
and we
have
don't
a
have
midfielder
substitutions.
running.
He's drawn now. You say he's covering the.
No.
You say he's
No,
covering
no,
the
no.
left back.
Listen to me
Okay.
very well.
Okay.
Story is the midfielder. They play the ball behind him,
Okay.
and he has to turn. That is a 360.
He's the last man. How do you become a last man?
when you have 5 defenders?
No. That's the positional play of the likes of Muda. Where is he?
Nice clearance.
See,
Where
we're
is
saying
he?
that a centre. Where's the centre backs? He's a midfielder.
There's 2 centre backs there.
He's becoming a last man
So
and getting a red card.
Where is the centre
No,
backs?
that is the wrong positioning of especially a player like Mudau. Mudau is not a winger.
But Mudau is not a, but that
No,
ball came
he
from
is
the
from the
center.
left.
No,
That
but
ball
who
came-
covers the center?
That ball, no.
The ball was coming from the left.
But that, come on, no, you have 3 centre backs.
Ah, and he must come and cover
you
there.
see, that's the problem. when you think
Team,
that
where is the problem?
No,
there is no problem
no.
there. They should be defending. He is not a left
Look
back.
at Bogazi's.
Where
Look at
he
Bogazi's.
shine- where he
No.
shine more is the centre back.
I call.
no, you see,
Now you are short. We are playing 11 against 11. We are in
no,
trouble.
it's not
Now
11.
it's the-
No, it's not
before-
11 versus 11.
No,
It's 10 versus 11.
Okay,
Yeah, but we're in
Thank
trouble.
you. Now we have
No.
we're short. Now we are short one.
Guys,
now it's more. We are
football-
in more trouble.
Football is about creating problems for your opponent.
Are we
So
creating,
more-
are we creating
So
problems?
how many shot on
Are
target
we-
South Africa?
are we creating
So,
problems?
for example, at this moment in time, are you seeing where Mudau is? All right, that is the right position.
Where?
Where
In the middle.
No, you see, which you see where Mudau is. Mudau is getting in the right. You see, this is poor positional play. And
Because the personnel force them to play like this.
Yeah.
If you play the right guys in the
No.
position, they will not play like this.
No.
If Mbugazi know that
No.
there's a
No.
winger,
Yeah, in front of
he's
me. It
not
doesn't
gonna play
no,
left
overlap.
back.
no,
Yeah.
it is simple. With football displacement, the opponent wants to replace you from the right position.
Team.
You have to
No,
refuse to
team.
leave
I
your
think
right
you're watching
position.
different. Team, I think you're watching
No,
different.
no,
game.
no, 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 no.
Team, we are talking about the personnel on the pitch. If you are a centre back, you're automatically thinking as a centre back. If you have a midfielder that can carry, you see, Bokwena, he's a natural midfielder who is in the pass to. If you have a winger there,
No, but
Renata's not going to
no,
come out.
no,
He's gonna
Yes.
be on the ball.
no.
Yeah, and
And we're
wait
talking
for the
about
ball.
You see,
reality of the game. What we
Craig,
are watching.
Craig,
What we are watching. We're
That
talking about the reality.
is old football where you are playing in the midfield and you remain there and you receive the ball from there.
So-
It is transition football. When there's
On-
displacement, you
Yeah.
need a replacement.
But-
so when winner goes wide,
Okay.
there has to be a midfielder like Mukwena to
See,
join to become a
See,
centre half.
When South Africa,
You know, no
when
one-
South Africa are making their team.
The field is
When-
not,
when- no,
is
no,
not
wait,
a
wait,
Jesus
wait,
Christ
wait,
cross
wait, no,
that
no,
you
no.
have been hit
See, South Africa
with
are making
nails
their
to stay in one position.
We
You need to move.
expect defenders to defend. We
Yes.
expect midfielders to pass, to create
Yes.
chances.
Yes.
Defensive midfielders are there, attacking midfielders are
Yes.
there, and we have wingers.
Yes.
We need them in this game. We are talking about this game that you are watching. The personnel that are there, they're not doing what
I think in
the,
the first,
the,
in the,
the real wingers can
No.
do.
in the first half,
No.
we all agreed that we are not effective as a team. The coach needs to make changes. He failed to
Definitely.
do that.
No, the
he
game
failed
is-
to do
the
that.
game
he
is still-
he,
the
he
game is
continued
still-
to put
the
us
game
under
is-
pressure.
the game is
That's
still
why the
going
red
on.
card is there.
And we're having, the pressure were actually from the first 2 minutes of the game,
They could have scored.
Yes.
Greg, I
and,
have
then, and that's the pressure. And it's the same player, actually, who got sent off. at
Tim,
that
I just
moment in
want to
time.
find out from Greg, right? I want to know, what do you think is actually the biggest technical battle for Bafana Bafana right now on the field, apart from the substitutions?
No, personnel.
Okay.
Personnel is the,
Now-
the
now-
biggest.
now-
Now you are making a change.
You should have made that change.
Now you are
Long
making a
time
change.
ago, yeah.
I think the personnel, when Mbata is coming, he's
Another
more,
defensive player.
Mm.
The coach is not serious.
Yeah.
because you see, if you
No,
have,
no,
if
no,
you-
no, no, no. This
Yeah.
guy is
Yes.
not serious.
Just if
The
you have,
coach is
if you
taking
have,
serious.
if you have your winger
How do you bring another
that
defensive
can
player?
create 1-on-1, 1v1, because you know the
That-
best way.
that's
to
a-
So,
need
so
to
you see what
attack.
he's doing?
Yeah.
That's a-
So,
that-
so you
So
see
you
what the
need
coach
to-
is doing.
That's a
The
very good
coach, the
substitution.
coach is bringing the player to close that vacuum of Stoller again.
Him
Yeah.
is Ugo Puse because he's happy
You-
with one
you-
knee.
you-
You're happy with one knee. So if
you
you
see-
it's 3 points, it's 3 points.
you
Now
see-
you are saying that you must keep the same team.
You see-
Now he's supposed to make change.
You see,
Mr. Timothy, did you get a brown envelope?
You see, that's an excellent, that's dangerous play. You are seeing where Mbokazi is.
All your creative
Because
players.
we don't want him in that position.
No,
That is
you
not
see-
his position.
You see,
Because he's forced to go there
Craig,
because there's no
Craig.
personnel there that can help.
The
He
dan-
has to go and force help Modiba there that we all know that.
that's another
you
yellow card.
All your creative players are sitting on the bench. What chances do you have to win this game? You can look at Relemfugen, Apolis, Zwane, all your Muremi, all your creative players are sitting on the
The
bench.
players that make you to go to the World Cup.
You keep bringing in defenders, and you are saying he's doing well.
Lufuno, have you
And we are short. We are
and-
short one
And
man
we're
down.
short.
have you noticed any player from Bafana Bafana that you feel like is being targeted more in order for them not to actually play their natural style of play?
Stoller was one of them.
And Williams, because they know that he can play.
Yeah. And now
Now,
Stoller,
They did.
Yaya's
Stoller.
out.
They put Stoller.
Now-
They put him under pressure.
Yeah.
They won because he's got a red card. So they've got the advantage in terms of numbers on the
Yeah.
field. And we cannot contain them. We couldn't contain them when we were 11 vs 11. Now they've got an advantage.
So
Now we need to do well in this set piece because now they have one more player there. But
you see, for me,
Yeah, so
even
we need
that,
to do
that,
well in
that
this- in
defending
set
is
piece.
very poor because you are defending a high line. You are inviting the ball to be played behind you, which is very dangerous.
because they are short. They have to defend more deeper
Yeah.
because you have defenders to defend it.
No,
They are short.
Craig,
They are short.
you don't-
The
you
personnel
don't-
there
you don't-
is short.
You don't hold a high line, especially with such a ball. It's not about the numbers, because at that moment now you have the numbers. What you need to do is try to defend a little bit deep and prevent that ball from being played
But you
behind.
don't have the goalkeeper.
William.
As the goalkeeper.
Yeah,
And
so-
invite the team.
Yeah, as
Yes,
a goalkeeper,
that's okay, because what you do
no,
is
it's not okay.
no,
Team,
It's not okay.
no,
team,
you
as a goalkeeper,
no,
one
you-
space.
yeah,
you
need
attack
space.
the ball. You attack the ball. You cannot, because what is happening is simple.
Now we are
You see,
more problem now because
I
now
promise-
There is no problem.
You know what's gonna happen now?
There is no problem.
You know what's
Bafana
gonna happen
Bafana is applying
after the game?
themselves well.
That moment now with Mudiba that he just fell
Yeah.
now, he was running after a player. You will see the memes after this. It's literally a replay of that particular match I was talking about against France. Like, pace-wise.
you see Mexico
No, that's-
having the feel of
No,
play.
that's
You know-
fine.
you know-
They
one
have
thing-
the ball in
know-
the less dangerous area.
But they are
That's
winning.
fine.
You know, winning.
That's fine.
You know,
Yeah.
Greg, what I
That's
picked up
fine.
with this Mexico goalkeeper.
Yeah.
He's very suspect.
Yeah, right.
And we have never tested. Two balls we played and he couldn't catch them. All of
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
But we
but-
don't have the players to attack.
And that's where Paul is coming. He shoots from
You see,
every angle.
in such a
On target.
you see, in such a
If he shoots
you see,
five
in such a
balls,
situation, we should
Four
not
will go
allow
on
that
target.
cross. We should not allow that cross to go. We
But
need-
how are you going to close it? You are sure.
No, they are not short. The nearest player should prevent that cross. It is as simple. Use the numbers that you have on the field of play. You cannot complain about scoring.
no, you have to complain.
We are,
See,
no,
team,
no, no,
team,
no, no.
team. I can't start a game. I'm a one-man shot, and you say I must complain.
No, but that's what you have.
No, but they forced
There's
Mexico
nothing.
forced South Africa because of the personnel they have on the pitch to make sure they get a red card.
No.
If you make that change in the second half and put attacking player, because you're already one goal down, what do you need to defend again? You lose 3-0, you lose 1-0. It's the same 3 points.
I
Now-
think
now-
I think Bafana Bafana then now needs to kind of win this game psychologically in terms of what do you then do if you're trying your best, the coach is not making the right substitutions, you are one man down, but you still have to maintain the game and make sure that you don't concede again. And that's going to be something that is up here so that they can really don't, get the
You see, if you look at the game now, you can see Mexico has pushed up numbers. They are not trying to allow Bafana Bafana to play from the back. So what they need to do is, I think Bafana Bafana needs to try and adapt to the game. You have Plan B.
What is Plan B?
Plan B is try to get the ball to Reynolds to
No,
hold.
how?
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 Now,
Now we are
no,
losing.
no.
Tempers one is coming.
No, that's okay.
Now we are losing. Tempers one is coming.
No, you see,
So why don't you start
This sub was supposed to be done in the half
no,
time.
but it wasn't. Now it's
Why
being
not?
done.
Now you have
no.
you have one more chance.
Guys, we are-
so you make 2 sub already.
Yeah.
You have one
No,
more
we
chance.
have 5.
Yeah, I mean chance for you to make a sub.
Yeah.
You have that halftime opportunity for you to make a sub that will not count. Now you're on the pitch now. You make
No,
2 sub.
but Craig,
Now you have only one. You have to
Craig.
make 3 changes in one chance.
Craig, listen.
That's what I mean.
The questions now.
So
that,
now what do you do now?
the question that is befalling Bafana Bafana is part of football. So now we need to try and adjust and see how we can cope. If you can look now the midfield, there are 4 players and we have got 2 attacking players. What is important at this moment in time is how to see the midfielders joining the strikers. So we cannot complain about a red card. It has happened. It's
We
gone.
have to complain
No,
about the
it's
red
gone.
card because
We
we
have-
can prevent it. You can prevent it. You can prevent it than taking.
You never
midfield out.
succeeded in preventing it.
No, you put a personnel there that cannot get a red card because he's forced now to defend. He's not the center back. He's the last man. He make a foul.
My
It's the
friend,
red card. We
sorry-
shot with that.
Story is
change.
already showering. It's done. We are dealing with a 9 players on the field of play,
I understand.
and I'm sure.
No, team,
Bafana
a goalkeeper is a player
look
too.
now.
A goalkeeper is a player. We have 10 men. A goalkeeper is a player.
It's fine.
Modern football now, a goalkeeper is a player.
When they feel that
William,
they take the ball
For
back,
me,
the goalkeeper.
for me, I'm impressed with how Bafana Bafana is now adjusting on the field of play. Now we have got a little bit of more numbers because at least at the moment now we have nothing to lose because already we are losing. So we
Team,
need
why
to
don't you
adjust.
prevent that nothing to lose from the beginning of the game?
That was
No,
terrible.
but it has not
Let's hope it's
happened.
gonna
When you
keep
start the
going. That
game,
was
you are all
terrible.
you all 0-0. I think
Team, what I'm trying to say, the
Yes.
personnel on the
That's
pitch,
terrible.
the 5, 3
Oh,
at
that
the
was
back,
terrible.
5 in the midfield, and with the defenders, the 5 at the back. I
But
think
what is he
it's a
thinking? What
negative
kind of tackle is that?
tactics
No, guys.
from the on goal.
Guys, despite the fact that Bafana Bafana is a goal down,
Yeah,
you know, I think on the
I'm
magnitude of the
attention.
game,
yeah.
you know, they have put
That's what I'm saying.
a structured good play, a plan,
Yeah.
to the moment that at the moment they have played better. They have put some passes together, and they're just one goal down.
Who's playing better?
So what is happening?
Who's
at this
playing
moment?
better?
No,
Team.
Bafana is playing better.
Team, you want to play better in the World Cup and go out, or you want to win games?
Unless you want to tell me that the understanding of playing better is when they score the goal.
No.
You have to win.
Now you agree
You are
with
playing
me.
better.
No, I'm
not agreeing with
now
you.
look, we are attacking
The
and we are
team that
looking.
is winning, that they want playing better.
No,
Because they are winning.
no.
What are you playing football for?
No,
Are you playing to play better or you playing to win games?
no. Yes, they got a goal.
Yeah.
What, the goal lead to what?
Like I
To win the game?
like I explained, it was deceptive that William fell into that play. I ended up passing a suicide ball to Story, and they lost it and they punished it. That is the only opportunity that we can say.
So the one William was saving, there's not opportunity.
No,
Those saves William were doing first half.
those were created and did not go in. This one, that is the goal. They did not go in.
Team, how do you score a goal?
No, the goal we conceded.
Yeah.
The goal we conceded.
Yes.
We could have prevented it because
But every chance you can prevent it.
no.
Every chance you can prevent
When you don't prevent it,
No, but
When-
like every chance can be
He's a
prevented.
player now. He's a player. He's doing everything. That guy needs an increase. You know why? He's a left back. He's doing Modiba job. He's a left back now.
But
No.
Tim, every chance can be prevented.
Greg, in football, you do there's transition movement. You adjust. You don't play one position.
Yeah.
You play over three
the
positions.
So
goalkeeper must
goalkeeper
play
play
left
left
back,
back, right back, centre back.
As long as he's doing the job, it's fine.
But he said before the game, he said the priority of Williams must save the ball. You don't want him to play.
Look at that again. Another mistake.
No, mistakes are part of the game.
Oh, okay.
That's good defending.
Why don't?
That's good defending.
Nice.
That's Mudau. That's his
Can
job
you,
first.
can you say that if the coach would have made changes earlier with full team inside, we could have done better in this game?
No,
And
no,
the
no.
one-
That is
The
hope.
other thing again, sorry.
That is
sorry,
hopeful
just let me comment.
thinking.
And the other thing again, your chances for you to feed 5 players in the game increase.
Yes.
Because at halftime,
You
it
put
doesn't
three.
count.
You put three.
Guys,
Now you are limited to make, maybe we'll have
Guys.
one chance
Guys.
to make 3 changes.
Let's-
How do you do that?
guys, let's not assume. Let's look at
No,
what
we're
is
not
happening.
assuming.
Team is 65 minutes.
and
It's
from
65 minutes.
and
It's a
from
World Cup
and,
game.
and from the red card, Bafana have adjusted well, whereby they brought in
Talent.
Swane
And
and Talent, and there's some bit of shape. We're now having a little bit of more numbers attacking. Yes, what I'm looking for example, you're looking more of Mbokazi that has gone now a little bit more wide on the left. So for me, if we can get the ball a little bit more in those areas, it's going to be very key.
Yeah, true. But what we're saying that the personnel there, if you have Apollos there or Mafukeng there, he can do more better because already his mindset is attacking. And he can create 1v1. We need to put Mexico under pressure. Now we are even one man less. It's difficult now.
You know
Yes.
what is
Very difficult.
You know what is impressive? You know,
It was
sometimes
difficult with 11.
guys,
Now.
the truth of football is
Oh,
this.
no.
You can have 5 center back there. They're not doing anything.
They're
no.
very good.
No, for me,
He's unmatched.
that's
Oh,
a good,
what do you say now?
that's a very good play. No. As long as you don't prevent the crosses,
Oh,
you
God,
will
no.
Yeah, but
For me-
because
No.
the coach should have
Tim.
made decision in
No,
the second.
Tim,
He's
guys.
supposed to have made
we-
decision.
This-
that
We are
was,
here because of the coach.
we can prevent all this situation.
Me, I'm
Well,
straightforward.
if you
depends on-
if
no,
you
it
cannot
depends
if you
on-
cannot
for
prevent a
real.
cross
No,
coming
Google
into
Plus
your box,
has costed us
you are
the
going to
game
concede.
completely.
What I'm trying to say, team,
Hmm.
if you have the right personnel on the pitch, this Mexican team will not attack. And you know him, right from
No.
Fulham. He's dangerous with the head.
Yes, of course.
But
The
where
red zone.
look at that. That's where it happens for me.
Yeah, but
But how
you have five
you
center
don't have
back.
you don't have
That's-
numerous on.
No. But you see, guys,
Why
this
is the
football.
coach? Why is the
No,
coach
you
insisting
see-
on playing 5 defenders?
No, Mbokazi should not allow the cross to come in.
He's not the left
No.
back. He's the center
What are you
back.
talking about?
He's the center back.
No.
He's trying to cover
Craig,
Modiba.
Craig, at that moment in time, he's in that
I
position.
understand.
He should put his body
But
behind the ball.
Where's the
Put
effective? Where's
the
the
best
effective more?
to defend is put your body behind the ball.
He
You're
should
the
be
nearest-
marking
No, No, it
He should
doesn't
be
matter.
He should be staying central
Craig,
of the goals.
Craig.
He is a centre back. Play 4 at the
Craig,
back. Play
Craig.
your wingers. Play your
Craig.
attacking midfielders. Play your defending
Craig.
midfielders. That's what we are saying.
Craig.
Now we are 2 goals down.
Craig,
What
the
do we
game-
do now?
Craig, the game of football is about displacement and replacement. In that moment in time, the nearest player should make sure that he does
So,
the best.
understand-
Tim,
The best
Tim,
thing is
Tim, I
put
want to
your-
ask you.
Put your
Do
body.
you think? Do
We're
you
just having
think?
a water
Yes,
break.
I
water
wanna,
break.
I wanna, yeah, it's a water break, and I wanna find out from Tim and Greg. During this moment,
Yeah.
you are trailing.
Yeah.
You are playing away because this is a home game
Yeah,
for
yeah,
Mexico. What conversations are being taken right now
First-
as a plan to turn the game around?
There's 2 things you have. I think we're supposed to be telling them now, because in this World Cup, which is 48, you have opportunity to on the third team, best third team can still qualify, not to concede a lot of goals, because right now you cannot open up again because you're already
Yeah.
2 goals down.
Yeah,
You
it's
cannot
close,
open up
yeah.
again. It disadvantage you for you to attack.
Exactly.
Now you don't have the power to attack again
attack,
because
yeah.
you are scared not to concede 5.
Of course.
For me-
Imagine because
this
you
is-
have you
This
still
is
have
what I will do.
you still
This is what I will do.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna take a risk.
Mhm.
I'm already losing the game.
Mhm.
I'm gonna bring, for example, a police.
Mm.
Okay. I'm gonna bring the players that I'm now.
Tim, why don't you
I'm-
play
I'm-
them right from the
No,
start?
it has not happened. I'm dealing now with the situation. I'm dealing with the situation now. I'm dealing with the situation now. So now, at this moment in time, at this moment in time, I'm going to bring. I'm going to bring. I'm going to bring.
damage is
I'm going.
already
I'm going to. No. I know it's almost a done
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying I'm gonna throw in the towel. What I'm
Yeah.
gonna say is I'm gonna bring those players that I intend to use in the next game to give me an advantage to win the game.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give them some minutes.
It's a
at
yeah,
this
it's a
moment
good
in time.
point.
So I bring the like of police,
Yeah.
Mufking, so that they can have a run in, so that by the next game at least they are not starting from 0. At least they have got a
So,
feel
Yeah,
of the
so,
but-
tournament.
this, so this game now is a dead rubber.
Almost at this moment in time.
So why did you allow it to get
Why
to
did you get there?
You
have an opportunity second half to correct the problems.
The plan was simple. It could have happened either way, but unfortunately, it has happened to Bafana Bafana. What was happening is a red card was never planned. So the intention was
Could have been prevented.
for sure if the ball was not played behind
No,
there,
I'm
there was
not
no
talking
cover.
about that.
No, that's
We're
how
not
you
talking
prevent the
about
red
that.
card.
No, we're not talking about that.
No.
No, you're
That's
talking
how-
about
That's
that.
how you prevent the
As a
red card.
coach.
Sorry,
As a coach.
sorry. First of all, what's his name? Sitole. He's not supposed to be the last man. You have 5
No.
centre backs.
Yeah,
You have no, you have
you
no centre back.
do.
You're
You
not
do.
supposed.
You
There's
do.
no
No,
way. There's no way he's the last
No,
man.
I agree with you.
Yes.
The question is, how does Titore find himself as the last man?
Because there's too many defenders.
No.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
No.
If you play
Craig,
Sitole in the holding
Craig,
midfielder,
Craig,
he knows that
Craig,
Mbogazi is behind him.
Now let me school you why
Yes.
it happened.
Okay.
Now, when it happens that the opposition managed to split the defenders wide open, you understand? That's what Mexico did.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what they did was simple. When they were all wide,
Mhm.
Mudau could not tack in. You understand? Because the ball was coming from the left, right?
Yeah,
Why must I must tackle?
Why must
Because
you have
you are
three centre
CB.
backs?
No.
You have Akon.
You see, this is the challenge of defending. It is simple. There is no a must that somebody has to be here.
Yeah,
It's just the best
Team, we
thing
understand
that
what
I
you're
told
trying
you.
to say.
There is a displacement,
Casina is more
especially
important.
when there is no pressure to the man
There's
with the
another
ball.
one.
Yeah, no, it's not a goal, guys.
No, but they're under pressure. Every attack now, it
That's
looks
offside.
dangerous.
Yes,
No,
it does.
Because they are 2 goals up. Now their
Guys,
tail is up.
guys,
They have more momentum to attack. We are talking about a team that is playing home. A team that the crowd
you
is
see,
behind
look
them.
at that. Look
And
at that.
A team that
Once
know,
you get a striker who peels off the defender, goes deep, receives the ball, he has even the time to turn and face. You can never defend such a ball.
So-
because it's able to pick the spaces and pass the ball.
do we have that
so,
kind of players?
So what is
we
important?
have that kind of
no,
players?
We don't
no,
have.
no, we have the players.
So why didn't you play them?
Akon, CBC, at
Yes.
this moment in time, that striker, since he's coming from here as a striker, going deep to receive the ball, you have to go
look
with
at
it.
that.
Team, we just have to pray that the
Look
goals
at
are
that.
not a lot.
Oh,
No, that's not a
oh
foul.
no.
That's not a foul.
We're lucky.
So the
No,
V-
that's not a
VAR
foul.
VAR will check.
No,
Yes.
that's not a foul.
No, but it's the VAR will check. It's not about you would think he's not a foul. VAR will take and see because we have that rules now.
My man, it's
VAR
not,
will take.
no, it's not a bullet.
You are saying that it's not a foul.
No, it's not a
Look at the elbow.
Look at the elbow.
There's
It's not
there's
a bullet.
there's
No,
Look at the elbow.
Check what I'm
it's
check.
not
Look,
a bullet.
Check. He hit him.
No,
Yo,
no,
he hit him.
no.
The penalty you said there's intention.
But-
Now what is that?
That,
The penalty they got.
No,
you
my
said, you said
brother.
there was intention.
if you are on the road, that would be called a bump. You know, you don't bump
We are
somebody
lucky.
from
We are
behind.
lucky. We are
No,
lucky.
you're not lucky.
No,
It's
we
a
are
move.
lucky. That
You
they
called
didn't
for
interpret.
VAR.
We
It
are
has
very
shown
lucky.
you that there's no
We
foul
are
there.
very lucky. We
My
are very
friend,
lucky.
Quinos is not a bullet that you can go through the defender.
Now we are forced to open. The game is open.
Ah, no, but that's not a foul. Come on,
Yellow
brave.
card.
Tim, what do you want? You want him to
No.
use? You want him
You
to
can
use
check it
a
again.
stick to hit him
No.
before it's a foul?
You go,
This is
no.
a foul.
No,
He must say use the stick to hit
This is a foul. You can see that he's going this way.
no,
The guy is going
no,
that
no,
way.
no, look, no, you're gonna have a second view.
No. This one is a
No,
foul.
look.
Yeah.
Tim, what do you want?
What is that?
No,
Tim,
What is that?
No,
the
guys,
knee.
What is
no. No.
And the hand on the face.
The hand missed. The hand missed, and it was his knee. It was his knee that collided.
Timothy is one of
You got an envelope.
No. The hand missed. The hand missed.
We have to make sure we do a damage control now.
to make
Show
sure
that the
the
goal
score is remains.
because you are still playing South Korea. You are still playing other team.
Yeah.
And now you don't
No.
want to be
The whipping points.
You are
You
making.
become the whipping points.
You are making me smile. How do you stop somebody who wants to score you more goals?
But why do you allow him to get to that
no,
stage?
guys,
Tim,
no.
you are a coach now.
No.
You are a coach. You went to a battle. You say, okay, no, guys, shoot
No.
him
Let's
first.
score.
Score
Let's
first.
score.
After you score, I
The
now
reason
put
why
what I want to
Bafana Bafana is struggling at this moment in time is that they are second best on the ball, on the second ball. They are allowing
But
the
we've been
Mexican
second
players.
best on everything.
Why?
No.
Why are
Yes.
they second best? Because the right personnel.
No,
the pitch.
no, guys. The right.
I have a question. Sorry, Mr. Timothy. I have a question. When you are a goalkeeper
Yeah.
and you're trailing,
Yeah.
and you know that the team it's not looking good,
Yeah.
there's possible chances that other goals are going to
Yeah.
come through. Mentally, what is going through your mind?
So
Because-
because
and especially after putting on such a perfect performance
yeah.
to save, because it could have been worse. The scoreline could have
Could have been worse, yeah.
So what's going through William's mind right now?
Jace, there's two things now because the rules have changed now. So you don't have advantage as a goalkeeper. You can't keep the ball longer in your hands. You can't delay longer. So you are forced now to play with the play. You have to pass because you need a goal to score. You need,
I think
your
we're
team need
making
to score.
substitutions. You're having I think a point.
Team, you have one chance. You have one chance now. You're making two changes. Why making it now?
Why?
You see,
We have a chance to
Why
do
you
that.
allow the
You
team
see-
to come to your house
you see-
and steal everything
you see-
and close your door? And now you want to put
You want to put security.
Yeah, put security. No.
It doesn't make sense.
You start the game 0-0.
Yes.
No.
You start the game
Yes.
before you go into any game.
Yes.
You have a point.
0-0.
Why don't you try to? If you cannot score,
Save
So,
it.
I like the English language. The English language is why don't you try? You're also not sure. So at this moment in time,
why I'm not sure because of the personnel. You put 5 defenders, even 7
Still,
defenders.
Mudiba is not finishing the game. You see that?
Yeah.
you see,
We said it. We said it all
Told
along.
it.
Before the game,
And
we
look,
said.
he's limping.
No.
He's
No.
limping. He's
No.
limping.
no,
You see that?
it's not about that he's limping.
He is
Guys,
limping.
it is the 76th minute.
Okay.
We are losing 2-0.
Yeah.
And like I explained to you, that
Yeah.
this is in the mind of the coach.
Yeah.
You try to bring the player that you intend to use in the next game to be very competitive.
No,
Because-
but now, how do you
the
play the
next
next
game.
game when you're still playing the game now?
No, because
You already passed the game.
no.
Team, you have
my God.
you have 3 games in the group stage.
Yes.
You have 3 games in the group stage.
Yes.
So you don't have time. You don't have time to say you're gonna play next. How sure are you
No.
you're gonna win the next game?
No. At this moment in time, we are 10.
Thank you.
We are 10. We don't have the numbers, and we are losing 2-0.
Okay.
So what I need to see is to try and give as more players on the field of play
Team,
to see
Team, you
combination
don't go
of
to
play.
World
For
Cup
me,
and try to give players chance.
no,
If
no,
you want to do
no,
that,
no,
do
no,
that
no.
in the
Friendly games.
friendly games.
No. Friendly games. That is a fallacy.
This is not friendly. This is
Friendly
World
games are a
Cup.
fallacy.
This is what I'm trying to say. The best
But-
thing before
but
the game
You
starts.
see,
Yes.
We could have we to talk about our team that we feel and everyone know before the World Cup these are the best players in the team.
Yes.
And now you start putting them in the second half when they're already 2 goals down. Team,
No.
you understand what I'm trying to say? Play 5 at the back. If it works for you.
Guys,
Because
there
as a
were
coach,
there
what
were
do you
no
think? If
there
it
were
works for
We
no
have never
guys,
played 5 at the
Thank
back.
you, and win games.
We have
guys,
never played and win
guys,
games.
You
Why?
said you tried
I said it, man.
guys,
We
guys,
lost.
guys,
So why
I'm-
are we playing
guys,
5 again?
I'm shocked that you guys are insisting
No, you
that
cannot
there
be
are
shocked.
5 at the
Tim,
back.
There is
it's
5
a
at the
No,
back.
reality.
no.
Tim, you cannot be shocked. It's a reality.
The setup looked like 5 at the
No,
back.
it's not looks like.
No,
You got 5
guys,
defenders.
guys, there was transition, better transition, and you also appreciated how Bafana Bafana was playing out of the back.
No, Tim. Better
It
transition.
worked.
How many transition we did for that half in
Exactly.
the first half? How many?
What do you mean?
Transition, you're talking about transition.
Yes.
Yeah,
How many did they have?
No,
together?
the only
Shot on
no,
target was one.
No,
and it
no,
was
no,
a
no,
centre
no,
back.
From
no.
long
From a
range.
centre back.
From a
No.
long range.
Gentlemen, I want to find out. Like, we're looking at the time now. We're sitting
Yeah.
at the 78th minute.
Yeah.
Could Bafana Bafana have a turnaround in this match?
No.
Or
No
this
chance.
is
It's
it?
just damage control
Yeah.
to make sure that we don't lose with.
And just
No,
to make
guys,
basically
if
park the
Bafana
bus and
Bafana-
just make sure that we
If
defend.
Bafana Bafana
Yes.
gets the goal,
Yes.
it
Do
can-
you
it
think
can
they
be-
can?
Where's
No.
the goal gonna come from?
Where is it?
Tim, do you think there could be a goal that could be produced here for
there can
Bafana
be a goal.
Bafana?
Where?
No, there can be a goal. There's no doubt
The
about
team
it. There
that's
can be a
gonna
goal.
go score another goal. It's Mexico.
No, even Bafana can
See,
score.
you see what you're talking about. Apollos is a typical example. He can do, because he's an attacking player, he comes back and defends.
Yes, and then
attack.
he
has
yeah.
advantage.
Yeah.
He can do both. He can do both.
No,
We needed
guys.
him. We needed
No,
him in
no,
this game.
guys,
Because for
Guys,
me,
we are
Tim,
dealing with the game now. We are not dealing with what would have happened.
One game,
We cannot afford to do a post-mortem
I understand.
before the game is
Highly
finished.
Tim, what I'm trying
If
to
a
say.
player is not in the field of play, he's
Why?
not there. We have to deal with what we are seeing right now. So
But
what
see-
is happening here is we are making that mistake constantly. The player has got an opponent, you still play him the ball, and there are no options.
Because
Why
there's
do you
no
do
other
that?
player that can take the ball, that can drive the ball from the midfield to the wingers, to the strikers. That's why we're giving centre backs the ball, and they're not natural midfielders.
And we said it many times.
No, it is something simple. There are basics in defending. There are basics in football. If he's under pressure, don't give him the ball. Play it to a less dangerous place. It's better to lose the ball in the corner flag than trying to look
But
fancy.
Tim, that is not the
Now-
African way of playing.
No, where has the South
You
African
are-
way of playing taken you?
You are picking up.
It's as serious as the World Cup.
And what are you doing at the World Cup?
That's why now.
That's what we are doing now.
You are 2 goals.
You
Look at the police. Look at the police. Yeah, look at the
Yes.
police.
First
Yes.
shot on
Yeah, on target. Literally,
at the police.
Yes,
as soon as
and
it
you
came
know why?
on.
But look at the police.
And you know why it's effective?
What?
It's because the players that were there absorbed the pressure. They make the opponent. They make the opponent. So now we have now within pace and this game plan. Now he comes in now. He can be effective.
For me, I just think this game. The game, we have 10 minutes to go, including stoppage time. Yeah, but I just feel the way the South Africa approached this game, I think you just know
Terrible.
It's terrible.
Terrible.
So you
For the
think
quality we
From
have,
the start.
Then it was just
you
so
think
you already
From
going to
the
a game.
start.
you
You're
think
already
the
going to a
opponent
war.
you think
And
the
you
opponent
missed
expected the opponent?
opportunities at moments where you could have changed the game around,
Yes.
bringing in the substitute immediately after halftime. You didn't do
You
it.
didn't do it.
In the right
No,
moments, you
no,
did
I
it.
think-
Now
I
that
think-
you know
I
there's
think-
no comeback, there's no
No,
turnaround,
start
you are
putting
starting
back.
to put
I
the
think
substitutions.
I think before we came back for the second half,
Yeah.
we had a moment where we said, actually it was our boss would say that the first 5 minutes, 10 minutes are going to be very crucial, and that's exactly what happened. We survived a penalty, and where we got a red card. First, Williams played a ball that was
We're
short.
going to check a foul. There was a foul with with Zwane hitting the player
Okay.
with a hand. We might have another red card.
Timothy, did somebody answer you? Your question was like, what has playing South African football gotten you?
Check the hand.
You see the
Check
hand.
the hand on the face. It's a red card.
And it's a Timber.
Yeah,
Timber.
He hit him. He did.
yeah, he
It's
did.
intentional. That's a red card.
Timber.
Check.
Yeah, he
It's a
did.
red card.
Yeah.
I can tell you that.
And I can remind you, the player you have been saying they should come on the
If he
pitch.
started the game, if he started the game, now you are putting him to chase the game. He's not a player to chase the game.
hit people.
He's a player when the team is winning.
You see, maybe that's the reason why the coach decided to bring him late.
This is a red card. It's a red card. I can tell you.
I just hope he interprets it different way.
Or the yellow card. I hope.
There's no red
But
card.
if you see
The play and the
when
play.
the ref go to the bar,
It's a red card.
Yeah.
because they have to call
No, but it's blocking him. So
No,
it's-
but it's
So
not
why
using-
do you
he must
recollect?
use his hands. He must use hands. When somebody blocks somebody, must use hands. It's a red card. It is a red card. I can tell you now.
No,
It's a clear red card.
if the ref
It's gone.
definitely go to the
One is gone.
to the screen to check,
It's a red card.
and we need him.
so his World Cup is finished.
Yeah. You took him to get a red card. I told you where is Ronnie going to. To the
So
World
you
Cup.
were
I told
so
you.
so
What is he going to,
So
World Cup
you-
to get a red card?
so you are saying that they should substitute him. They
Who?
should bring him on the pitch.
Yeah,
The coach
So
listened.
start by-
The coach listened to you.
There,
It's a yellow card.
it's a red.
Red card. Red.
He was being blocked.
Yes,
I think.
card. You
I hope we can get
you
a
are-
yellow
you
card.
are-
recollect, it's a red card. There's
He was blocked
there's
by
no,
who?
there's no,
There,
there's
it's
no
the back
two ways.
pocket. It's clear. It's out. I told you. It's out.
And
Gone.
he's a no-nonsense coach.
Boom.
Sincere.
Gone. Boom. It's gone. Because he hit somebody with the hand on the face.
And
It's a red
because we
card.
have 5 players at the back.
Start
Start with the number.
We are.
Now you're chasing the game.
Yeah,
You
we
bring
don't-
Tembas Wali.
Yo.
Bafana don't have a coach. I can tell you now. Hugo Bros is old.
But it's the coach.
Doesn't know what he's doing.
But it's the coach who
Hugo
qualified
Bros-
you for the
Hugo
World Cup.
Hugo Bros must be relieved of his duties. He must leave. There's no coaching.
How many years?
No.
How
no,
many?
no.
How many
Hugo
years did it
Bros
take you to
coasted
be
us-
in the World
Hugo
Cup?
Bros coasted at this game.
No.
By the way, this
Hold
is the 11th game without a win from Hugo Bros. He failed to beat the teams like Guatemala, teams unknown teams. Come on. He must leave.
So the coach who qualifies you for the World
No, it
Cup
doesn't
after
matter.
16
No,
years.
it doesn't
Play the
matter.
kind of football.
Come
You know,
on.
so the
Why
football,
change?
the-
Why
the
change
football
someone
he
that way?
plays in the qualifiers
So-
is a different football.
You think-
You have
The-
Apollos, so you have the wingers.
The challenge I have is to feint dementia, where you think that now you are better than Mexico.
Who has dementia now?
not. So at this moment in time, Mexico is a football powerhouse.
Who has dementia now?
Team, we are not saying. Our argument is not. We're not saying that South Africa.
Timothy said someone has dementia.
Ah, Hugo
But
Bros
the
must
thing
leave.
is,
This guy,
wasn't
we
right.
don't have a coach.
Because
He's
you see, you
74
can lose
years
game, but lose game
for heaven's sake. He's
Because you
old.
cannot
It's
lose
such
game
a
this game.
terrible
I
starting
need to
lineup.
remind
Yeah.
you that
Really, he was
we
just
were,
off
we are the
everything
same panel
today.
which was saying we should make the substitutions, we should bring Arthur
You have
Zwane,
one chance. It's a mistake.
Chambers
This
Zwane.
game, we lost it because of the coach.
But the coach does
Absolutely.
not
No,
play football.
Or the coach
No,
will
it's the
give
coach.
instruction. You are the coach that give instruction.
and-
You are the coach that makes decision.
And who executes the instructions?
If
It's the player.
the decision is taken out.
If you
Mara Timothy.
No.
if you play,
Timothy.
Let me tell you.
Timothy, no. I want to understand something, right? Greg and Lufuno are saying that the reason why this game is like this and the results we have is due to the fact the coach not putting in the right players to begin with, not making the right substitutions in time.
Yes.
Are you disagreeing? Because your argument is that the coach is not on the field to play.
Yeah.
Are you disagreeing that if they had played a Police and maybe a Mufukeng in the first half, and or Zwane, you don't think there would have been different results?
I think I will tell you now, honestly speaking, from the goals that we have considered, they have been we have been put in a situation to commit those mistakes, which individually and football intelligence, player-wise, we should not.
But comrade, you're not answering my question.
No, I'm coming there. I'm coming there.
Okay.
So in those moments in time, we beat ourselves as opposed to what Mexico has done. Now, the team that started was more of to try and have a low block and try to come out. And we displayed that we can play. Yes, the timing of the coach, in my understanding and feeling, is that he thought maybe he would come and replace the team, make the substitutions in the first maybe 5-10 minutes of the second half. Unfortunately, you get a red card. That changes the thinking and the planning of the coach in that
Why do
moment.
you think he waited up until that happened? Why do you not think that those players should have walked in with the rest of the other players in the second half?
So
That's another one.
because it's not playing
By the end, by the end,
Lufuno.
No, Greg,
Lufuno.
but Lufuno,
You see, in
by
moments
the
like
end,
this,
by
you
the
see-
end of this game,
Yeah.
those 6 players will be on a flight to Mexico.
no. You
Those
see what,
6 players that were left behind,
Yes.
I'm telling you, they'll be on a flight to
yes.
Mexico.
you see what is happening in moments like these is like, the players learning how to manage their frustration as the game is building up. Yes, you are losing, you have got red cards. How do you keep cool? is what is the coach and the technical team telling them? Because
Between
you have
the
not,
games.
yes, you are losing the game,
Timothy.
but you still have 2 other
Timothy.
games. So you need
Timothy.
to keep cool.
Between-
Don't accumulate yellow cards
between
and try to
myself-
be competitive.
Between myself and T, we talked about the Mexican coach. That showed frustration, that showed coaching, that showed
Yes.
giving instruction.
Why
to
do you
his
have
team.
a coach
He
who's
was
not on the
in team. You have a
sidelines?
coach sitting on the bench, doing nothing when the team is playing pathetic football like this. He sits there, he goes to halftime, have an opportunity to impact the game tactically. He does nothing. So, I mean, for me, Hugo Bros has failed us in this game. He has failed us in his selection. He now failed us tactically. For me, I think it's really a chance.
A coach who qualifies you for the World Cup cannot intentionally fail you.
But he's also saying
The fact of the matter, no,
You cannot go.
guys,
Tim, you cannot go and buy rice in the
don't,
market
no.
and come back
My man.
and cook pap. No.
If you are
what is
my man,
what is good make you feel better? Eat it.
my brother, if you are
You
using,
cannot change your diet because you see that
if
you
you
are
are using, my brother, if you are
we
using,
are winning game to go. I mean,
Greg,
Bafana
if you are using-
group with Nigeria,
Craig, if you are used to
they
papayam,
qualify. You
if
know
you are
how
used-
you know
if you
how
are-
big is that?
if you are used to papayam and they go and serve you porridge, you may get diarrhea.
No.
So the fact of the matter here is,
What is
Mexico is technically and tactically superior. Bafana Bafana.
Come on, there's no
Yes,
such.
no,
There's
it's a-
no such.
What is
No.
the
There's no such.
no, it's a fact. They have displayed it.
No, it's
No,
not.
no,
Big
no,
event.
No,
allow them. You allow them to do
You
that.
drop your guard
no,
down.
they-
Yes,
no,
You go to war.
no,
You put your
they
head down.
they
you
out-
say, no,
no,
shoot first.
Yeah.
they- no,
What is that?
they outsmarted you.
No.
No, they they outsmarted
Greg
you.
and Tim, I
No,
want to
let me
find
tell
out
you
what-
this. Look at the game. Where is our police?
Yeah, but
No. Let's go. No. It doesn't
Speaking
matter.
of a police name, Tim, I want to find out, like, as a player,
Yeah.
you are sitting on the bench.
Yes.
You are seeing that your team is really struggling.
Yeah.
And they're struggling in your position,
Yes.
where you know that if you had to come on, there's a lot of difference that you can make.
Yeah.
What does that do to your, your mental well-being?
Look-
Knowing that you are looking at the coach. The coach is looking at the bench and is looking back onto the field.
does
But
not-
you know that I need to be there and I can save my
see,
team.
You see, every footballer wants to be on the field of play. So it's very important to be disciplined. You don't want to be a disruption on the bench, especially in moments like this. Because you
We're
may wish,
6-0 down
you
and
may
we are the
wish-
top
no,
striker,
listen,
you're sitting on bench.
No, listen, you may wish and think that you can do better. And that's why they bring you there. And then and the game becomes worse. So in that moment, when you're on the bench, it's very important to watch the game to understand that if given an opportunity, then you can make a contribution. You don't start wishing that this one is playing bad, you should play. We have seen those wishes turning out into a disaster.
Greg.
What Jason is saying.
Yeah.
Because I mean, these are the best. We all agree. Team. Today game, Hugo Bros in terms of selection. First of all,
Yes.
he got it wrong.
Mm.
And in terms of the personnel on the pitch, for me, I just feel like the best way to defend is to attack.
Yes.
And you have your the thing that make you
Because you've got
qualify to the
ample
World Cup.
time to
We
defend.
didn't play with win play
Yeah.
today, which is
But Craig,
very important.
strength.
Craig,
Yeah.
It's our
Craig,
strength.
Craig, you can only attack with the ball. And Mexico has
Team,
has kept the ball far away from you.
team,
Yeah.
we know that check what's happening.
Yes, we have a chance. Yeah, that's a card.
The red card is, we see, we have to check.
It's not a red card.
No, we have to check. If there's no man, there's no man
no,
behind.
it's not a red card.
If there's no man behind, it's a red card.
No, it's not a red card.
There was no last man.
There was the last man.
We see.
There was the last
The
man.
bar, I mean, the big decision for the red.
Taking it out.
Red card. It's a red. It's the last man. But
Take
the
it
bar, if there's anything, the bar need to call him and
They
check.
say no.
Yeah.
Check. There's a man on the other side. 7 minutes. We've got a chance.
Even these ones who are protesting, the new rule should apply. They should also get cards. There was no,
but
yeah,
it
it
can't
was
be
the
red
last
card.
one.
But
It's a red card.
No, it's going wide.
No,
that
no,
was-
it's a red card.
But it's going wide.
No, it's the last man.
But it's wide.
It doesn't matter. It's the last man.
That's the what you call
Look,
rule
the box.
applied there.
No, the book. The right. It's on the far,
Three
even
more,
before it goes out of the far post. So that's the red card.
I think maybe the bar check and
No, there's no need for VAR. There's no need for
No,
VAR.
No,
I mean,
come
they
on.
have the
No.
opportunity to check from
My
the bar.
brother, look where the ball is. It's within the vicinity of the goal. That's the red card. There's no need even for VAR. Don't waste our time. We need to at least get a consolation goal. No, a consolation goal will help us as
Why do you go for that?
No,
Why don't you go for the winning goal?
No,
why didn't you start and win the game? Or why didn't you start and keep the point you have?
It's the 90th minute. We can only have a consolation goal for now.
Tim, what we try to say, you see, like this situation, we could have had it beginning of the game.
No, but that
with
is
the quality
football.
with the quality we have, the
Please.
quality of the winger. Where did they get that
please, please,
from Mudao tried to be a winger?
please. That is hopeful thinking. It has not happened. We are dealing with what is happening now.
I hope
we have one opportunity here right now.
I think for me,
Mbokazi should take a shot.
No. You have Mokwena there too.
No,
But it's
that is out of the goal. Mbokazi should try to go for a shot.
There can be a decoy too. Two of them. Because teams analyze. So they know.
No, they want to move
Mokwena
it.
can
They want to move it for any of them, but they should just have an attempt.
Yeah, well, a goal will be.
It's too late. Oh, why is he in a hurry?
Very poor execution. Eh?
But they even showed that but it's a good attempt.
What attempt?
The idea, no,
It's a wasteful set piece.
Look, the
It's not an
position.
attempt. It's a wasteful set
Because
piece.
you don't attempt the goal. You have a free kick. It was a counter attack
It's a
against you.
wasteful set piece.
No, look, the idea would make sense if it worked, but it did not work.
Guys, do you know that Yaya actually becomes the first player to be sent off in a red since 1994 in an opening match? Like, that is wild. Like, this is not the kind of history you are trying to make.
True.
1994.
I feel sorry for him. He has to.
Who?
He has to.
Tole.
Yes, Tole. Because
Tole.
he's a midfielder. He's supposed to be the one in front of the centre backs, but he's trying to save the team.
He's trying to save the team. He took one for the team.
Yeah.
He took one for the team because the 5 defenders the coach selected.
No, guys. You see, that's why I'm having a problem. You're having a midfielder who is making a 360-degree turn to try and chase the ball behind
What
him.
was it? Was supposed to stand?
No. In better defending positions, we should have a proper adjustment.
Where's your
Get-
centre back?
Where's
Where's
your
your centre back?
No.
Your centre back. Where are they?
It is simple. When the ball is on the left,
Yes.
the right fullback has to tuck in. You are doing.
So you have
no business
That
going
was-
to attack.
That red card, it wasn't from the right side. It was actually
No.
in the act.
I can confidently tell you, Mudao was not in the right position.
Is it true?
Akon was not in the right position. Sibis was not in the right
But
position.
that's what we've been saying.
There
But
cannot.
that's what we've been
No.
saying.
But it is something that is very simple.
We are forced to play long ball.
Which is
Because of
okay.
Mopade.
No, it's okay. That is good positional play, guys. Football, you adopt. They have prevented you playing the short
What
ball.
has Bafana adopted in this particular match?
Yeah, exactly.
For me, what you can take from this game one,
Any positives that you think
the
Bafana
positive,
has?
the positive that Bafana has done is that they have insisted on playing their own game.
Which game?
No.
Which game?
Yeah, no.
They try to play their game. You say why they forced to play their game?
See, the question is to me. So Bafana has insisted in trying to play their own game from behind, right? So now it's about 5 minutes of extra time. There's nothing much to lose. You can try to play the long ball to try and pick Mokopa and see if you can get something like consolation goal.
Shoot
For
your
me,
shot.
they have adopted themselves well. They have acquainted themselves well, and I'm hoping that in the second game they'll be better.
So you positive with Bafana's performance tonight?
No, I'm not happy about the performance. I'm happy with their adaptability, and I'm sure that it's always very, very, very challenging to play the hosting team on the first day, your first game.
Definitely.
So at this moment in time, it's 2-0. You have got a deficit of 2 goals at this moment in time. You're going to play South Korea. So the point is, can you get the 3 points and try to see if you can,
Score the goals as well.
from South Korea? Why not?
With no chance.
Why not?
With this play and how we play, we're going to be the whipping points of the group.
No. I disagree.
Greg?
For me, I think, this
Oh,
game
Mrembula
done.
is so
You know,
defeated.
this game is done. They work.
Yeah.
They work very hard. Credit to the players. They did their best. But we are just saying that the way the approach of the game from the onset, the personnel on the pitch, the strength of Bafana Bafana wasn't there. Wing play.
What is the strength of Bafana Bafana?
Wing play. You can see against World Cup qualifiers. You check their World Cup qualifiers. You check
Against Nigeria.
Nigeria.
There's nothing big about Nigeria.
That's why.
That's why you are watching from home.
That's why Bafana is big, because they are at the World Cup. They are big because they're at the World Cup. So we expect them to what they did. They should use the strengths.
You are playing against strong opponents also.
No, let's talk to Timothy. When you are playing qualifiers,
Yes.
there's a certain style that you play as a team.
Yeah.
You can't just play.
Yeah.
If you tell me about Sundowns, I'll tell you the style of play. You tell me about Pirates, there's a style of play.
Yes.
Bafana as well. They've got a style of play. And Craig is right that we have always been dangerous with wing play. You have a policy that, but hold on. With a police, in many instances, you will even have Morena playing as a winger.
Thank you.
For Bafana Bafana. That's why we whip in the ball.
You see,
Go to look at AFCON, the previous AFCON when
you
we
see,
went,
yes,
what you call was
yes,
that's how we play.
Jess was able to share with us.
Why are you abandoning
Jess,
the system of play that we
listen,
play?
Jess was able to share with us that with the current technology and statistics, opponents are bound to develop a plan to try and frustrate your strong point. So what is happening in this moment in time? Give it to Mexico. Yeah, no.
We didn't try.
No.
Our strong point, we didn't use it.
No.
If you go to a war,
No,
when you go to a war, you try to test the result of the other team.
Craig,
We didn't test them.
Can I remind you something?
We didn't test them.
Can I remind you something?
Apollos, Mokane, and the Tempers one for me.
Craig.
If you have 3 defensive midfielders, 3. Because with Adams
Gentlemen, I want us
attack.
to shift
Craig.
our focus to the screen and look at the Group A as it stands. Mexico obviously winning the first match, sitting at 3 points. And obviously,
We're in the bottom.
now we are at the bottom.
The other team haven't even played.
Yeah, and the other teams haven't played. And I have quick questions for you guys before we wrap up. Obviously, we've reached the end of the match. Unfortunate result for Bafana Bafana, but
It's not
definitely...
unfortunate.
no, it's Timothy.
No, Mexico beat us.
It's a loss at the World Cup is an unfortunate result. This is a group stage. You don't have first leg, second leg, away, and all of that. So maximum points is definitely what you need. Worst case scenario here could have been a draw. But unfortunately, Bafana Bafana finds themselves at the bottom of the group. I wanted to talk about, the next game for them. And I know, obviously, we're a little bit skeptical looking at Hugo Bross's, style of play and his choice of players and all of that. Now we've got some players who are sitting on red. So that kind of throws us a little bit off. But I want predictions, maybe just to throw it forward as to what can we fix or what can Bafana fix mentally as well. Because the morale of the team obviously now is down. Now it's like so much pressure for them. I'll start with Greg and we can just get your, last minute predictions or just
For me, I just feel, Bafana, they have the quality to still come out from this group. If the right personnel on the pitch. I tend to where I mean the right personnel, the Mofukane, Apollos, play wing play.
Tell us
and
what happened on the field. What happened on the pitch?
Tell us what
happened on the field of play.
I think their wing play is top.
Yeah.
So they didn't use that today. You have Renas and Foster.
Yeah.
They're not.
They were not. They're not.
So you don't have service to them.
Yes.
The first shot on target was a centre back, Bogazi. Second target in the second half was who?
Police. Yeah.
So we are saying that the best way to defend is to attack. Use your strengths. Have something to defend. But Timothy said no, it's good when you play 10 at the back. So I don't know.
So let me tell you, there are some bets that Bafana, Hugo Bros, or the technical team Bafana can pick. One, when you are losing the game, your players, the likes of Mbokazi, it does not mean that you have now to start telling yourself that you have got the authority to start trying to move up to try and do the job of a midfielder or a striker or a winger. No, you stay in your position and execute. The midfielder, encourage them to do that.
There was no midfielders. There was centre back playing midfield.
For me,
centre back was the one playing midfield.
No, there are many moments when you are happy that they played out from the back and they played some. There were some good things, the passing of the ball. For me, I think Mexico outsmarted Bafana Bafana. They deceptively allowed them to play from the back, and they identified that Story was the weakest point, and they knew that William would try to play that ball in the middle. So whatever they were doing, they were simple. They would allow William to stay longer with the ball, deceptively not get closer to Story, allow William to release the ball to Story. The moment he tried to release the ball to Story, they cover all the wings where they cannot play. Story is forced to try and make a second touch. His first touch is heavy. On that moment in time, they pounced on him. They forced them to make those mistakes. That's how we conceded the first goal. The second half, it was the same basic thing. Immediately, you wanted to start from the back. The same pass from William, which as a captain, as a senior player, you shouldn't be playing that ball. That's a dangerous ball in the middle of the park because you have let all your centre halves, they have gone wide up, they have opened up for positional play. You have not played them the ball, and then you're playing a midfielder that if there is any mistake there, you are punished. And we have seen that happened and they were punished. So they should not be making that. In the second, you are remaining with 2 more games. So you need to say, okay, what can we do? We are -2 at this moment in time. Can we get 3 points in the next game and try to make sure we can qualify? It's not all lost. I would love to see more Mufken coming on in the next game to try and see what we can do. We have
Why
to
you
see.
want to put him now?
The reason why you need to play him now is because of the magnitude of the game of Mexico. Mexico, I think you people, you are deceptively thinking. You are deceptively thinking that maybe you could beat Mexico. We know. The stadium where they have beaten you. The stadium where they have beat you 2-0. The stadium where they have beat you 2-0. Historically, it's the only stadium in the history of FIFA to host 3 opening games. Now you come today. The history has beaten you.
Gentlemen, I would like to give you
The history has beaten you.
Play the right players. Take it to their
Tim and Greg.
They should be winning this game. Timothy, I'm not agreeing with you. Play 20 at the back or 10 at the back or 5 at the back.
The problem,
you should play to your
the
strength.
problem with the postmortem,
Oh
the problem with the postmortem, you find out what happened wrong, not what should be happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, gentlemen, we'll really have to wrap it up now, unfortunately. Lufuno, quick. I think I asked the question, the analysts are going back and forth. They didn't answer me. Throwing forward to the next game.
Yeah.
What do you think we should do?
I think my taking point on this game is that
Don't fire the
Please
coach.
don't interrupt him.
the game was won and lost on the bench. You know, for me, Bafana Bafana, the first team that they played was not the right team. You know, the formations, the personnel was just wrong. However, the coach again got an opportunity to fix it in the second half, which again he failed.
It didn't.
Tactically, I think Hugo Bros got everything wrong. And for me, as much as, you know, the fingers that you can point there in the goalkeeper, I think goalkeeper saved us. It could have been an embarrassing scoreline.
Yeah.
Because
No,
let me share this with you.
You are being kind with your words.
Let me share this with you. Mexican team had 20 entries into our box. We had only 2. So that tells you the dominance that they had, the intention to score, the intentions to win. That on its own, it tells you that. I mean, we were nowhere in this game. Really, we were just chasing shadows. And I think, you know, the technical team of Bafana Bafana, they really had to introspect. Really, for me, I don't understand why do you abandon the formation play that you've been playing. But I saw this coming because when a coach announced 11 defenders in his team going to the World Cup, that tells you something that mentally this guy is going to park the bus. And that's exactly what we did.
And Mexico moving the bus.
No, I mean, of course, Mexico had intentions to win. And so for me...
Gentlemen, unfortunately, we're going to have to wrap it up. I know there's so much to talk about, but there will be more of these, you know, where we're going to talk about more Bafana Bafana matches. We're going to be covering all the African teams. We're going to be everything, all African football things, all FIFA World Cup exclusivity. We're still going to talk about it here. But I want to give a special shout out and thanks to all the viewers that joined us from at home across sub-Saharan Africa with us today. A big shout out to Great Dane, who have hosted us today. We are going to have more parties and more hosting parties there. We're going to play you some footages and some videos that that were shot that side. I think next week it'll be nice for us to play some videos and get people's predictions, what they thought about the show and all of that. But it's been an amazing, fantastic time with the Fantastic Four. We're going to be back again, another fixture where we're going to break down all the action that's going to take part. Bagayesu from at home, please don't forget to download the SABC Plus app. We are on Sportscast for all exclusive content that talks about African football. From myself, Auntie Diski, Lufuno, Timothy Batabaire, it's Hafia Greg. It's a wrap.
It was a
Goodbye.
fight of defenders.
What up, everybody? How's it going? It's Rams here from Great Dane. Rapper, singer, songwriter. It's not an ad about me, it's about Bafana Bafana today, okay? All I'm expecting today, man, is 3 goals from SA. We're not eating burritos, we're not watching anything like that. Today, Vuvuzelas only. You understand? We are here at Great Dane right now, 8 Main Road, Melville. It's going up. We're watching the game. I just need your guys' support. That's all I need from you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hi, my name is Nubulela. This is the first World Cup in 16 years, guys. We're back at it. We're doing this at Great Dane. What a time to be alive. If you're not here, I don't know why you're not. But yeah, here we are, South Africans. Let's go. My prediction for the win, South Africa will win 2-1 to Mexico because we're that great. Let's go, Zanfi.